Alright guys, getting straight into the action here. I was not aware it's gonna be starting us off. But yes, hello, some quick introductions. My name is Jansen. We are casting the UKEL division. 1, 2. We'll speak more about that later. At the moment, Eversio are facing Nuclear Vikings in a best of 3. We see Eversio taking the first ban. We are on blue side today, so we have the first pick as well. So let's see it. First, you're banning the Lee Sin. A strong, let's say, blindable-ish jungler. Can kind of work in a lot of ways, especially if you can play him very well. So I imagine the Nuclear Vikings have a really good Lee Sin player. We see Nuclear Vikings responding with Corki ban here. Corki, a strong AD carry. We've seen Iconic play it in the last best of 3 both games. And out of all his team, he was honestly probably the one with the most impact. So let's see here. Varus also being banned here. So Nuclear Vikings have done their homework. Now, I know another pick that Iconic is fond of, but I won't say it yet. Let's see if the ban goes through. I imagine they will be picking this champion I have in mind. Meanwhile, Eversio are thinking about their last ban here. It's very crucial they pick the correct champion to ban. Let's see how it goes. And meanwhile, guys, I wanted to let you know, if Eversio win this best of 3, we have one more best of 3 to cover next week. Keeping in mind that we are fighting for the position to remain in Division 1. So we definitely need to win this best of 3, and on the opposite end of things, Nuclear Vikings are kind of doing the same. Winning this for them means they are closer to getting to Division 1 and replacing, in this case, Eversio and any other team that might not qualify. But I am looking forward to a good game of action. We've played Nuclear Vikings before and we did win, so Nuclear Vikings hopefully did not learn from their mistakes and will not be getting revenge today. Let's see, it is Jinx, alright, that is the champion I was thinking about. Iconic on Jinx, especially in the local scene. We see him almost only exclusively play this champion many times, so he's won tournaments with it, etc. So we know it's a solid pick for them. Definitely know how to play alongside it. See what Nuclear Vikings respond. We could see something like maybe Jhin or Caitlyn here be chosen. Oh yeah, like the Aphelios. What's his name? Ezreal is also quite contested in the current meta. Oh, it is going to be Kai'Sa. I'm not the biggest fan of Kai'Sa because it does tell Eversio that Nuclear Vikings want this heavy engage and they double down with the Vi. So they have good lockdown for the Jinx. They really want to get that ult on Jinx. Kai'Sa follows and destroys her. So Eversio here, you need to draft something that can peel. So we're gonna be disengage. That's the right word. So we need to draft disengage champions here. I can imagine something like maybe Milio could be decent here, or maybe even the Renata. We saw Renata picked last time. Syndra is locked in for Eversio with Yone being banned. Drakur is forced into one of his other comforts, Syndra being one of them. Not sure why the graphic isn't showing up, but that is definitely Syndra. You think so? We cannot ban out the Kang? Alright. Let's see. So we'll have to wait and see. Eversio here thinking about their last pick here. Probably either maybe a support or something blindable. My apologies. I don't know what's gotten into me. That definitely time to pick a jungler. It's interesting to see Berkung going with the Wukong. We haven't seen him pull this out often. It's quite a strong champion, and against Vi you sort of are allowed to scale. You also have that W to block Vi's Q, and also if Vi ever overextends herself, Wukong can create a good zone of control that stops Vi from getting back to her team, or her team helping the Vi out as well. So I like the Wukong pick here. Can kind of do the best of both worlds, engage and disengage. Nuclear Vikings lock in that Leona, sort of going even deeper on this engage sort of comp they have here. So now we have a Vi alt with a potential Leona alt on top. Kai'Sa can follow, so there's a lot of this going on. I imagine Nuclear Vikings would want to play something that engages as well from the top lane. Hey, why not a Malphite at this point? Eversio are thinking about their ban, and while they think about this. So far, from what I see, just these champions. Nuclear Vikings, I kind of like a bit more. They have that damage, that burst. But Eversio have Syndra. And if Syndra is able to pick off the Vi or pick off the Kaisa as they are before the engage, or maybe Kaisa after the engage, if they are focusing this Jinx, that Syndra can definitely hurt people who have dove a bit too far deep inside Eversio's comp. So that's how I see kind of fights going. Maybe Jinx getting focused on while Syndra is taking out potentially Vi and Kaisa with the help of Wukong. Let's see it here. Eversio banning out the Talia. Talia is a very strong mage in the mid lane, has long range, has good CC and setup, has a lot of things you would want in a mid laner. So definitely a strong pick to ban out. Nuclear Vikings banning out the Braum. They understand that they do not want disengaged champions against them, Braum being a very strong pick, and it's good with the Jinx. Let's keep in mind Lulu is open. Not sure if Eversio are a fan of playing Lulu, but Lulu can kind of help with that disengage and keep Jinx alive through the potential focus down. Other options here could be potentially the Karma could be a good pickup as well from Eversio. I would definitely know that they like playing Karma. Let's see it here. Fun fact as well, Eversio did ban out the Aurora. So 2 mid lane focus bans and Arya as well. Nuclear Vikings are not left with much options. They go for the potential Galio, which really pairs well with their setup. Galio, again, sort of contributing to that engaged dream. You want the Vi or Leona to go in, and then Galio ults on top, giving them increased resistances. So now this kind of helps with the idea I was thinking about before, where Syndra could be a dangerous threat in this game. Galio giving that magic damage shield will be able to save and potentially even CC lock this Syndra or Wukong. Let's see. I love the Alistar pick here. This could be really big for Eversio actually. So Alistar can deny CC thanks to his ultimate and will be able to use his own CC to deter other members from joining the fight. Or maybe even to use his CC after the fight and the engage has started. This could also be a great use of the Alistar pick here. I think Karma would have been a bit safer to use. Even maybe Lulu doesn't need that much thought, but with Alistar we definitely need to be on point today. He will need to use his kit in a way his kit wasn't necessarily built to be used, right? So Alistar is usually seen engaging, but this time we're going to be using Alistar to body block abilities, tank it with our ultimate, and then try our best to help our Jinx reposition and sort of help the Wukong perhaps. In the meanwhile, Eversio locking in the Darius blind pick for Aiglos. No surprises there. I didn't say it out loud. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that we need to blind pick top lane. Usually Eversio prefer that counter matchup for Aiglos. So he will get, in theory, counter picked with the cannon. But we've seen Aiglos in a lot worse situations on his famous Darius. And definitely looking forward to see what he can do in this match against Kennen. So guys, we will have about 2-ish minutes before the game starts. Kind of, let's see 1 second what's going on here. Yeah, so we'll be waiting for them to start the lobby, and that will be approximately another 3 minutes before we get into the game. Before we do that, let's take a bit step outside, sort of a step back, sorry, and have a look at these two comps. So first things first, we need to consider here is this mid lane matchup. So you have Syndra and Galio against the Vi. This Drakur has to play perfectly, okay guys? He cannot burn flash early. He has a lot of CC, a lot of things can go wrong for him. He even has point and click stuff to worry about. And let's keep in mind, these are like higher tier games. So we can imagine that Leona will also be roaming to the mid lane around the objective spawn. So that is Leona, Galio, Vi ganking a potentially flashless Syndra. His E is helpful, but it's definitely not gonna save him. So Kauki, thank you for joining the chat. You really think we don't have the team fight? It's a bit complicated. I find it depends on how they use it, right? You're kind of right if you see it in face value. Wukong, Alistar are kind of engaged champions, and I'm guessing that CC will help Darius do his job. But like I was saying, Nuclear Vikings have disengaged, and I didn't even comment on their cannon pick, which is absolutely insane. Um, no, Will. So Eversio are Maltese and Nuclear Vikings, to my knowledge, are from England. Yeah, exactly, Kauki. You're 100% right, and I agree with you. So Eversio, in theory, when they see all disengage, they should be building disengage champions. I understand that's what I said is a bit strange because THIS this engage. So okay, let's rephrase that. Once Eversio saw Nuclear Vikings drafting completely for the engage, we need Eversio to draft things that want to kite out, right? To get out of sticky situations. The Syndra is a decent pickup. It's not the best, but it's one of the champs that Darkor is comfortable with. Definitely good for that disengage. And we also have the Wukong. Now, Wukong, I was thinking, can be used here as a counter to engage. So once they get engaged on, Wukong can maybe help create space and potentially threat anyone that's overstepped the engage. The issue is Nuclear Vikings have a team that kind of all wants to go in, which is a bit crazy. So, maybe stopping the cannon from arriving. Galio is a bit hard to stop. Leona has the long range ult. So in terms of like what Nuclear Vikings has is like really good tools that are hard to disrupt. But in the meanwhile, that's why I like the Alistar pick. Now, usually Alistar, you want to engage with him. This time around, maybe Alistar is tanking the Galio ult. Maybe Alistar is taunting Kennen before the engage. Pushing Kennen back. I mean, Kennen last picked here, but in theory we can use it like that. So Alistar could be used as well to reposition Vi after her engage, to push back Leona, to try and deny that middle ground where the engage will sort of overlap, where people start putting their engage together. I'm hoping Eversio can play around this. Like I said, it's kind of a bit more complicated to play this way because their champions, specifically Wukong, Alistar, and even Darius is fine here. Wukong and Alistar weren't technically designed 100% for disengage, and Syndra is also like a pick-ish oriented champion, so it's not really a disengage champ, but they have abilities which can be used to disengage. We know Iconic is really good on this Jinx, so hopefully, we can disengage for him, sort of control the middle field with CC. In the meanwhile, Darius loves the fact that everyone is going into him. Let's hope Galio and Kennen don't get too much fed that they burst him out, because that's going to be a potential threat for Aiglos on this Darius getting CC locked and then instantly bursted. We have 2 more minutes, guys, before the game starts. If you have any concerns or would like to talk about this draft, I think Eversio have a good draft if they can get this Jinx to pop off, and just basically just play for neutral, not really engaging, just waiting people to engage into them, and then using all their CC to help Jinx sustain through the fight. Let's see how it goes. You don't want to engage though, let them engage, disengage to try and get Jinx reset. I agree with that as well. Kauki, Rumble has the best comp against him. Rumble, you mean Kennen? I'm not sure I understand, Kauki. Shadow. Would Milio would have been a good support pick? I recommended Milio as well. It's not bad. The only issue I don't like with Milio is that up until when we got a chance to pick Milio, we saw what was it? It was Vi and Kai'Sa, right? So Milio against Vi isn't really the best. You can stop her Q, and you can shield and heal fine, but the ult isn't gonna be stopped from Vi. The knock-up is still gonna be a knock-up. So there's ways Vi can play around it, and this is a high-level game, so I would imagine Vi uses the ultimate and then Qs in. Milio is decent, but not the best. I think one of the best would have been Janna here. Janna's pretty cool as well, does pretty well into Leona as well, and can help that big disengage. But they picked Alistar, and we know Awaken is pretty good on this champion, and he has played it in times where he has to disengage. So in theory, if they can manage to pull off their CC correctly and use their champions as disengage rather than to engage with, Eversio have a better comp because they have more tools. Nuclear Vikings can only engage, but Nuclear Vikings team comp is really good. It's like really working together really well. That's what I'm trying to say. Eversio's team is like made up of champions with abilities, and we need to use those abilities to be able to sort of maneuver around this really strong engage, heavy deep dive that Nuclear Vikings currently have. So yeah, let's see. Game's about to start, guys. So let's see. I see. Yeah, I like Rumble pick here as well. Maybe Iglos isn't that confident blinding him. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I like the Rumble pick would have been nice as well. Rumble, even Darius has it tough here. If this, what you call it? 1 second, let's swap. So the Leona really is trouble for me because you know, if Leona alongside Galio, Vi gank your lane, you know, Kennen has the CC. Darius, once his flash and ghost are down, he really has nothing else, does he? So Rumble would have had the same problem of getting sort of ganked a bunch of times, which is a bit tough. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this, guys. I'll be honest, I'm really rooting for Eversio. I really hope we can get this win. I want us to go to the next best of 3, even just for content's sake. Why not? Nuclear Vikings, though, I know would have been thinking about this game for a while. They did lose the last time they met Eversio, and I'm pretty sure they would have been watching their games. The bans alone let you know that they have really been watching. A lot of targeted bans towards Iconic, their newer player on the roster. Now, they would only be doing that if they saw how well he performed in the last games that they played. So I'm really, you know, hopeful for the best. Let's see. Come on, Eversio. So maybe hashtag #everwins in the chat. Let's see. So Luca Dub, Darius plus Syndra to nuke one target to get Jinx a reset is nice. I completely agree. Everything I've said about Eversio or about this team comp, do take it lightly. Eversio as a team are quite comfortable playing these picks. They are all picks they are fond of playing and are used to playing as well. So we'll definitely get a good game on our hands. I'm pretty certain about it. They know how they play it, how to play these champions, how to make it work, and where it doesn't work. My eyes are gonna be on Brickcoon, kind of showcasing a newer champion in his roster. This Wukong, a strong mid to late game teamfight oriented champion. He does scale into becoming quite a threat and hard to kill. Issue is here, he typically does a bit better against comps with more AD damage. The current lineup for Nuclear Vikings is very AP heavy actually. So maybe this is a time we can see Wukong and Darius going for that force of nature rush, maybe second or third, if they expect a lot of fights happening like that. Sterak's would also be nice here, a lot of CC and a lot of burst happening. But if Eversio can live the ultimate barrage whenever it comes from Nuclear Vikings, I'm pretty sure they can turn things around with that Darius, with that Jinx, and with the Wukong ult. Haha, yes, Grantless here. Shout out for Varsal. His Wukong is feared, how you say, island-wise here in Malta. Always getting banned. So yeah, Varsal and Brickcoon are friends, and perhaps the inspiration came alongside that. So yeah. Yet to see Brickcoon play the Zac actually. It would be nice to see. We see Living and Iconic here in the bot lane. So this is the Agony duo now playing with Eversio. You like to see it. Potentially one of the, if not the best duo we've had here. They used to do this thing where they would swap around their roles. Iconic plays AD carries, Living plays AP carries, and both can support, but I guess we're taking it a bit more seriously here for the UKEL. Don't want to risk any chances. Alright, let's see. Bit of an early game domination here. I can't imagine the Jinx Alistar being able to do much against Kai'Sa Leona. If Alistar ever engages, Leona just pretty much queues into ease, and with the Kai'Sa damage, it's gonna be a lot to deal with. Keep in mind here, Living went Exhaust and Iconic went Cleanse. So this Kai'Sa will really have a hard time if they do go all in the earlier fights. Exhaust is also a really good summoner spell against Kennen in general. I don't know if many of you know this, but exhausting a Kennen in a fight is actually a very big thing to do. Reduces a lot of his damage in that AoE. Let's see, to my knowledge this is not the first time Iglos has faced, let's say, Shuch in the top lane, on Kennen specifically. So it's nice to see he did not lose confidence, Shuch, to play the cannon again. The score is currently 0-all. Alright, this is our first game in a best of 3. Let's see how it goes. Oi, oi, oi. Quick little water break, guys. Alright, so let's see it here. Iglos getting poked quite dangerously low here, especially with Josh Kang on Vi here. He could potentially look for the dive. Let's keep in mind towers are so strong at the moment. So maybe a dive into Darius isn't the greatest thing, but they are thinking about it. Look at that positioning. Oh no, it's just going to be a ward drop from Josh Kang, and that's that. Brickun kind of does something similar here, dropping his ward, recalling for the double longsword. Interesting choice here, going for the refillable potion. Not really something you see often being done, but it is there. Let's see. Alright, Brickun does get pinged here. Nuclear Vikings are completely aware of his presence. And we do see Brickun just getting vision there with the plant. I don't expect much to be happening here in the earlier levels. Just follow Vi. Maybe in the mid lane I would expect a lot more action at the moment. Top lane, if the lanes stay in this mid range, it should be fine as well. Oh no, what happened here? Bum clean and water take down the living dream here. Bit of a quick exchange there. The damage just coming through is absolutely insane. As I was trying to say, like this Leona Kaisa damage is really hard. I expect living Anaconic can only ever try fight around that level 6 spike. Alistar having that CC immunity and also gaining a ton of stats that will be able to help him tank that burst. On the bright side though of Ignite being down here, if the pressure is off from Iconic, we do see Iglos going in for a quick trade here against Sho, but not really too sure. He was trying to get the wave in, but sadly the death is gonna be there. So Sho does get that kill. Meanwhile, guys, perhaps you did not notice, but Josh Kang took his time to secure the dragon objective and now rotates to the rest of his camps. As Shuch on Cannon ults the wave, something a bit newer of an interaction. We haven't seen Cannon be able to push the wave before. Alright, let's see it. Eversio are stacking here for this void grabs. They are spotted on the ward. Living is still level 3. Let's keep that in mind to Nox water, level 4. Seems like Eversio are forced to back off. I think their comp comes a bit more alive later on as you go. It's a bit hard to play into the Nuclear Vikings comp with all their engage, all their burst damage. They really need their ultimate abilities to be able to turn these fights around. It seems like Eversio want to contest this grabs. Let's see if it's gonna be the famous grabs contest that Eversio are known for here, or if it's gonna work out. Let's see. Seems like Nuclear Vikings are a-okay giving that up. Well, let's see what they do to Iconic here, as I see Waters Leona coming down into that bot lane tri-brush area. Oh, Zephyr is pressuring Brickun here. Josh Kang is there. Iglos forced to flash and Brickun does smite the second grab away. Now Iglos is also ghosting. Drakur is here. We also see a flash there from Josh Kang. Iglos trying to get his stacks off, but gets comboed by Zephyr. Let's keep in mind, flash is down for Josh Kang and Iglos. It does seem like Eversio played the grab fight excellently. Let's see if we can take it and run away, guys. Oh, the Garlic 2 comes in last second, does manage to steal that away. Eversio opt not to pull out the camp, but it will get stolen. Sadly, Smite is not available currently. It's still a 2 grabs for us, so out of all that could have been, I think Eversio played that pretty well. Alright, let's see. Living and Iconic here. Living is 6 already, but they still need to respect the damage potential out of this Leona Kaisa. Definitely a very strong combination. Let's see, so much burst damage there. Leona passive pretty much giving an extra 100 damage per ability she lands. And to top it off, Kaisa deals more damage, people are low. So a lot of earlier damage from Leona and then later damage from the Kaisa. does make for a huge chunk whenever they get caught out. Oh, speaking of huge chunks, Syndra there. Oh, Bunkling gets headbutted straight in tower and does get instantly stunned there. Water tanks most of that combo. Bunkling gets to get out of there. So Iconic and Living there playing the gank expertly. Walking out of that one and taking Flash and Barrier from the Kai'Sa. Very nicely played there by Eversio. Small wins like this will lead to a victory, guys. So let's keep at it. It's kind of hard for Drakur to play this lane matchup. Galio is naturally going to go for the magic resist options, and Syndra kind of wants people to be a bit less tanky. Now Syndra does get true damage later on, and thanks to First Strike, this will also help amplify that damage against tankier units. But earlier on, definitely gonna be tough. Well, let's see. To all those joining chat asking, this is the first game, guys. Game 1 is currently underway, so we don't know who won game 1 yet. Alright, nice little denial there by Living Dream. Using his body to deny the cannon minion from Bunkling. Iconic now comfortably sitting at a slight CS lead. You do see about 8 CS there for Iconic. Meanwhile, junglers are on par, and you'd expect Iglos to be a bit more behind here, but he is pretty much there. Just 10 CS difference between him and Kennen. The ranged matchup is going to be a bit tougher for Iglos to walk up for CS, of course, so you'd come to expect that. In the mid lane, pretty much the same thing as top lane there. Galio can have pressure, so it's nice to see Drakur playing his lane expertly well, I might add. Just keeping the wave in the middle. Hasn't even used flash against this type of combination. And I was expecting him to get perma-ganked in this game, so very well done by him. He's very well at playing that lane, sort of macro expertly. Alright, let's see here. Dragon is getting pinged by Nuclear Vikings, and I'm afraid they might still have the pressure to take it uncontested. I don't think Eversio have what it takes at the moment still to contest this Dragon. I would expect their comp to start coming alive around the 2 to 3 item spike, especially on this Jinx. So let's see how that goes. Alright guys, so back to the game. Just gonna take a quick swindle of water while there is action setting up for the grubs. Let's see how this goes. Kind of a heated match, a bit equal in terms of even of gold. It's just 400 difference. We do see Nuclear Vikings setting up a bit better for this one, perhaps realizing that it is currently their time to shine, and they will probably not have a lot of chances as the game goes on longer. Living could have catch out. Oh, Josh Kang here. Josh Kang manages to queue over. Do see Iglos starting the grub camp alongside Brickon. Brickon does not want to take damage here. He does bait out his clone. But Nuclear Vikings are more than happy to ignore him and take these grubs. It is their objective, after all. So there we go. Nuclear Vikings, so far so good. Oh, the Jinx ult almost stealing one. So yeah, Nuclear Vikings will still have the tempo for the next, perhaps 7 to 8 minutes before we get to the next item. Iglos, my friend! This is very danger. Okay, okay. He knew he has flash and that ghost, so he did use it. Meanwhile, Iconic here, happy to continue farming his Yuntal Wild Arrows is built. So let's see. This is indeed game 1, guys. Yes, yes. Hello, Sek. Nice to see you in chat. I hope you enjoyed the show. Oi, oi, oi. Let's see. Alright. Interesting choice of item here. We have Liandry's on Kennen. We have Liandry's on Kennen before GTA 6, guys. Usually you'd see cannons go more for the Proto Belt, helping their engage, but given how much engage Nuclear Vikings have, how much CC they have. You know, maybe he's thinking, you know what, I'm gonna get a damage item and it's gonna cook everyone alive. So let's see. Yes, this best of 3 will dictate if Eversio do stay in the Division 1. So we definitely want to take this win. After this, we still need to win another best of 3, so it's not plain sailing after this, but it does keep us in the running. So let's see. Dracor now starting to deal some damage. His items are getting close to completion here. He did go for the Dark Seal, a stacking item. A bit overconfident perhaps, but if this does manage to work out for him, all the better. It's kind of a slow game, so any small lead will lead to much bigger ones. I'm pretty sure about that. Alright. I really like that Atakan is now spawning in 20 minutes. We have action all game round. Aiglos kind of trying to find a pocket here where he can trade into this cannon. He is going the Tiamat item, so he can push out the Slain cannon, hitting 11. These power spikes, guys, level 6, 11, and 16 are gonna be crucial around who gets to win these fights. Keep in mind we're quite close on gold, so item wise there isn't any big difference. It's gonna be stuff like who has their second level ultimate first, who has their third level ultimate first, etc. As you can have a look at the gold, we're only down by what, 1k gold there, and it's mostly thanks to the objectives. CS wise, we're pretty much all there. Slight difference in top, which is to be expected again. All right. Kind of expect things to sort of turn up the sorry. I expect things to turn up a bit quicker here, as Nuclear Vikings are kind of on the clock in my opinion. And let's see if they can manage to hold the tempo on this match. I'd like to see Nuclear Vikings maybe going a bit deeper into Eversio's territory here. It's good for us that they don't, because of course they have really good damage and engage. Let's see, Dracor receiving the first gank in 15 minutes. I would be expecting Nuclear Vikings to have try to force him out of this lane a bit earlier on, but oh, Josh Kang might find the engage here. Zephyr gets comboed by Dracor. Bricoon taking a decent chunk of damage off his own. Alright, we're gonna start the Mexican standoff here for this dragon as all teams are here. Now the question is, do you think Eversio have this, guys? Keep in mind Bricoon is one jungle camp away from his smite upgrade, so if it comes down to a 50-50, Josh Kang should have that, having over what's it, like 600 extra damage, 500 extra. Sorry, I'm a jungler, guys, my apologies, should be ashamed. But yeah, Josh Kang has the upgraded smite. Bricoon does need one more camp. Would be nice to see him take that camp instead of waiting around for the time being, but it does seem like the better end of this will be for Nuclear Viking, as Shugh is pushing out that top lane. Now Kennen does have teleport, guys. He did not forget his team, and it does seem like Nuclear Vikings really want to take this fight. Let's see, Leonard goes down, Bricoon is hit, and there's Zephyr following that bump clean. Quick to follow as well. Josh Kang is taken down low, and there's the Kennen teleport from the flank. Iconic is falling low. Someone needs to peel for him. Living is there, trying to get them off of him, but that will be Iconic falling down. The first one in this fight. Living soon to follow after, and a flash from water secures Bricoon as well. The damage is there. The engage is insane from Nuclear Vikings. Only water went down there, and Dragon is secured for them. A bit of a scattered fight. They would like to play for Jinx's reset, but I am afraid they do not have the damage yet. They definitely need that Lord Doms onto Iconic. They need to peel for him better, and they need to play the front to back. Starting the Dragon off earlier on did get them into that weird position, but they had no other option. Shugh with his teleport was pressuring the top lane, and Eversio don't have a teleport to ask of their own. Let's see how this next set of game goes. To be honest, we've stayed in the same position we are at. It's only when the second items for Nuclear Vikings come in that Eversio are gonna have some danger to face. 2 items. That would be a good spike for Nuclear Vikings, as Eversio have a while before they get their second item. And yeah, these dragons are kind of dangerous because I think Nuclear Vikings could play for the Dragon Soul before Eversio finish their second item themselves. Bumpclean though, caught between a rock and an Eyegloss. He gets taken down to those 5 stacks from Eyegloss, and now Water is here to share the party. But I think, oh, Eyegloss barely misses his Q. The healing would have potentially been enough, but the second Q does come out. It was all a bait, guys. Oh, the bleed not enough. Oh, the second Q does land, and Water is there to fall. And now Shoh tries to return, but Eyegloss flashing away. John Kang is here. He does have that Vi ultimate, but does Q away. Very nicely played here by Eyegloss, finding the cheeky double kill against the Nuclear Vikings bot lane. Plays like this is what we need, showing us why he's the captain of this team. While things look dire, he found the pick. And let's see if we can find more of these as we go through this game. Alright, so now in the meanwhile as well, exceptional macro play here by Eversio, going for that mid lane turret and managing to find yet another reason why that bot lane play from Eyegloss was a success in the first place. So they do manage to take that mid lane turret. Alright, let's see how it goes. Eyegloss on the prowl. Now it seems like Nuclear Vikings are kind of playing towards this Atakan. It is Voracious, so this is gonna give them the Guardian Angel-ish passive. Well, Aksham passive more than Guardian Angel, I would say. So anyone who takes this Atakan sort of allowed a free death, and they can play a bit more aggressive. I would imagine Nuclear Vikings really want this dragon. I mean, it gives them kind of the freedom to completely go bananas and tower dive Eversio if they want to. Especially with all their engage. To be fair, they're playing a full engage combo. They're taking it quite relaxed in my opinion. You know, they could have been playing a lot more aggressive, but they're giving space for Eversio to scale, which is really good for them. We do see Drakur finishing his second item now. Drakur, he maybe doesn't get the recognition he deserves, but he's definitely up there for being one of the most consistent and well played sort of players here locally in Malta. Good CS, good wave control, good macro understanding. Let's see. Eyegloss is taking over this mid lane with Zephyr there as well. Someone needs to respawn for Kennen though, as he is in the bot lane. Dragon is spawning as well. Now Eversio would more than likely want to play for this dragon. It is soul for Nuclear Vikings, but Nuclear Vikings have that second item spike. This is what I was talking about before, guys. So Nuclear Vikings right now have a second item in time for dragon, and Eversio, you know, in theory should not contest this dragon and leave the soul because they don't have the damage. Now in order for them to fight this, they need to find a pick somehow. Someone from Nuclear Vikings needs to play incorrectly. Let's see how it goes. Alright, oh, might have found a pick here onto Eyegloss. Nuclear Vikings using their engage to their potential here. Eyegloss getting taken down low. One more auto attack from Kaisa does seal his fate, and it sadly will be Zephyr taking him down. But now Josh Kang is maybe out of position. Let's see. Living and Bricoon are here. Iconic is on the backline. Oh, it seems like Eversio are getting caught out of position trying to help Eyegloss. And they will get taken down just in time for this Dragon Soul, and that will be quite a blunder. This game, it will get out of proportion now thanks to that, and all in the meanwhile Shoh was pushing the top lane. At the higher levels, small mistakes such as fights we shouldn't take early in terms of what our comp can do translate into this kind of sort of, you know, snowballing, especially if people aren't making that many mistakes, which is how you usually recover from those. So yeah, let's see. Oh, a great flash Q by Living. Gets bump clean across. But the sheer damage and return that Nuclear Vikings have. Oh, sure. Kind of trolling that one with the Herald. You know what? I'll take it. It's a support for a top laner who has 3 items. Yeah, first, we're definitely happy about that one. Seems like they are pinging for the Atakan. They do have 25 seconds without this cannon, but cannon does have teleport as well. Oh, Zephyr might have gotten a bit too hasty for himself. That was, or could have been potentially a very big mistake, but he does stay alive and does not give Iglos his stacks. Iglos in the meanwhile getting caught and instantly bursted, and I'm afraid that will be a clean house, as Nuclear Vikings are just simply too ahead in terms of their items, as I was saying before, to be contested up front without mistakes. So on the return, but I guess Eversio had no real other options. Realistically, they have to go for these plays at this point, trying to salvage the moment. Oh, Drakur getting completely flashed on, getting caught lacking there, and with this Atakan, Nuclear Vikings are sort of more, how's the right word, rewarded for playing aggressive. If they die with this buff will respawn them and will barely give anything to Eversio. Also, something really bad for Eversio is that Voracious Atakan, which is the buff that Nuclear Vikings just have, does not give resets, and they are playing Darius and Jinx. So it's gonna be very hard to even contest a single fight when Eversio's comp kind of depends on those resets in the first place. Yeah, so we have about 3 to 4 minutes safety where Nuclear Vikings can even take Baron, and if they take Baron, guys, I'm afraid that's gonna be, if not GG, almost there. Yeah, Baron just giving too much stuff and stats and helps you take down and push even further. I would hope maybe our Lord and Savior Brickun can save us with a Smite Steal. That would keep Eversio in the game if they can get Baron here. Oh, Iglos might have found Zephyr again, but the Vegas on Galio keeps him alive. Oh, Iglos potentially finding Zephyr again. Living is here. Oh no, Iconic getting 100 to 0. There's that rocket belt. So he is building rocket belt. He's only building it second. Might be something I don't understand about the matchup, but he did build it. You know what, guys? You know, it's what it is. You know, we are at this point. Kaisa now has the third item. If we couldn't fight on the second item, let alone the third, guys. So we just have to bleed this one out. Let's hope Eversio tighten up their draft. I think draft-wise, we needed to build something that was more unified and makes sense, as our draft was maybe a bit all over the place in this game. But yeah, this is a best of 3. We definitely need to win this if we want to stay in Div 1, guys. Not what you want to see from our heroes in blue. Alright, bomb clean and Shuh here, ready to go on the offensive. We also see Water is joining them as well. Shuh on the front line here. He does have his ultimate, and he does not have flash though. Oh, Zephyr finding Iglos. This was the scary part. Does Iglos get bursted here? He does get Zonios on his ult. Brickun goes down. The first reset coming out, but sadly no reset for the Darius here. It is a shutdown for Iglos. Iconic and Draco are still alive, the most important units there. But Iglos did end up going down, sadly, in that fight. Oh, Draco landing a critical EQ, taking down Water thanks to the CC from Living there. Iconic now gets his reset. Bomb clean is falling low. Oh, a failed stun from Drakur, and now Shuh is on the offensive. Exhaust headbutt Cleanse from Iconic. So much abilities used here at the moment. Sadly, the return of Josh Kang does end them off, and that will be a prolonged ace here with the Baron. Seems like Nuclear Vikings don't want to push their lead and end the game right there. They will be playing towards that Elder Drake, which continues to solidify their position in this game. Alright guys, no real surprises for these fights. It's kind of what you would expect after seeing what's been going on. But yeah, let's keep our morale. Let's keep hoping. Game 2 will be with us shortly after this one. Let's see if Eversio can pick off where they left off in the first game. Alright, let's go for the Elder. Oh no. I kinda missed that one, but yeah, it seems like Brukun and Iglos tried a play of desperation. Yeah, Elder Drake still secured by Nuclear Vikings here. I think we had a slight chance if we managed to steal the Baron somehow, but prior to that, not really sure how you proceed from this moment. But yeah, well played to Nuclear Vikings. To each their own, they played a very good game. We just need maybe a bit more synergy from Eversio. Alright. Massive engage there by Water. Taking down their opponents one last time before the game ends. And there you go. That's a GG, well played. Both sides of the party, of course. I would have preferred if Eversio took the win. I am supporting them after all, but not to worry guys. We have a second game coming, so stay tuned for that one. I'm pretty sure we can find some ways around it. Let's see if we can figure it out. Last time when we saw them on game 2, they were playing a bit, how do you say, like sort of they played a bit more differently, a bit more champs maybe we don't casually see, like Blitzcrank. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see if that's the approach we take this time, if we pick up something that we don't normally play, or if we try out a different style of this comp perhaps. Let's see. Stay tuned guys. I will be going on a BRB screen until we get it all sorted, and I'll be right back. It should be only about maybe 5 minutes tops. Alright, so see you guys, be right back. All right, we are back and quickly into the game 2 draft. Sorry to drop it in on you like that, but yeah, it is here. Joining me is also Grantless, who will be assisting and co-casting this game. Hello, Grantless.
Hello, hello,
All right,
hello,
guys,
hello.
let me know if you hear him properly and stuff. If I need to, change it up. But yeah, let's get straight into it. I'll let you maybe take care of these bands for the moment. Asha, I talked a bit about them. Maybe you have some insights you want to share. What do you think?
I mean, the bands probably are targeted, so there's not really a lot to say about them. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
Varus, Corki, and Yone, they're targeting bot lane a lot, and obviously Dracul on his Yone. On the side of
Mm-hmm.
Eversio, I mean, I know Iconic does not like Dinar, but obviously probably he bans it because the top laner plays it a lot.
Yeah.
The Ahri and Lee Sin are quite 2 for 2. They're quite good together, so it makes sense. And if they play it, it at least enables Dracul a bit.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we might be having pretty much the same draft, I think, but um, I have a feeling Nuclear Vikings really prepared for this one. They might have known that Aversio favored the Jinx on blue side, so or I don't know what's going on, but yeah, there's a switch from the bans. It used to be, Darius, Yon Yasuo or Darius, Yon Syndra, but we see Akone getting favored in this bans. Oh, nice, Tom Kench. What do you think about that,
Yeah,
Grant? I think that's a
I
bit
mean
nicer than
that's better
Alistaro.
than Alistar for sure,
Yeah.
especially if we're going to run it back from game one. It will help the Jinx a lot because Alistar obviously is good, but obviously Vi and Galio and Leona are almost unstoppable with their ults. So this will help a lot. Even if Dracul goes Syndra again, it helps Syndra a lot as well.
Yeah. Um. Oh,
Okay,
that's not something you see every day.
the infamous Brickun Trundle.
Trundle in the jungle. I'm looking forward to this one. And I think Trundle can disengage a lot better than Wukong as well, Loki. Thanks to this pillar.
Yes, of course. Even I mean, for game one, Wukong wasn't going to do a lot, especially with all the CC incoming.
Yeah.
What he could only have done was stop the Kai'Sa with his ult, but
Hmm.
that's quite hard to do as well.
Yeah. And Wukong kind of doesn't do that well into so much magic damage, and the draft was like
Yeah,
really heavy
exactly.
magic. Um,
We see a blind Aatrox here. It's quite an
oh,
interesting choice.
they must think Trundle is top lane.
Could be. Uh, I mean, for nuclear, they should ban the Renekton if obviously Igos plays it, because Renekton is quite good into Aatrox. Uh, Obviously, range is quite good against Aatrox, but I don't think Iglos plays a lot of range characters. We'll
Why
see.
would they swap it up like this though? You know what I mean? Like support was open as well. They could have picked up something here, but they go for the Aatrox, and they also have counter pick matchup. Not really sure
I
what
think they're
their
going
idea
to
is. Uh huh.
leave mid lane for the counter, R5 for
Hmm.
sure. So maybe he can open the map with the Vi. And probably for support, probably will go Leona again. I don't think it will be a good choice against the Tahm Kench, but
Yeah.
they need some engage with the Vi.
Yeah. What would you like against Tom Kench? Do you like this Rakan maybe or
Mm,
not
I
particularly?
mean,
Right. Tom is like really good into this type of
yeah, it's
comp.
quite good. I mean,
Yeah.
against Tahm Kench, Enchanters would be the best, but
Right.
obviously with Kai'Sa, it's a bit hard
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
play.
Go Lux Kaisa and Max W, on Kaisa. Let's go. No, I'm
Yeah,
joking, of course. Mela, what do we
trying
get
to
here?
poke him.
Um,
I think
Against
Iglos will either go for the
Renekton, you
Ornn
think?
or Renekton.
Yeah, let's see it.
But obviously Renekton Aatrox can coin flip quite a lot in both matchups. If one of them gets a kill, they can steamroll the other.
Yeah, I like the Orn pickup though. It plays better. They have a Conic. He's solid on his strings as well. Make a pill for him. Now mid lane here. You know what? I kind of like Lissandra. You can ulti the Kaisa. We know Drakor plays it. You can ulti the Vi as well, or the Rakan. I mean, those are three really good Lissandra champions like to control and stuff. Well, what do you
Yeah.
think? Or
I mean, they're quite good, but obviously they need more damage in the mid lane since they have
uh,
like Trundle, Tam, and Ornn. I would probably either blind pick the Azir because they have a lot of engagement, will help with the peel as well. Or, I
It's
mean,
the
Cassio
course
would be good
champion,
as well.
so yeah. Ma.
Yeah, exactly. But blind Cassio is a bit high.
Yeah. Oh, it's Galio again. Ah, yeah, well, it's into the Syndra matchup. He had quite a nice time against it.
And obviously, I like that he went with the phase rush because obviously it will
Yeah.
be better than the aftershock. Especially now, the phase rush against Randall will work better as well.
We have some enjoyers of my orange cat. Yes, getting power will give us the strength we need to topple our foes. Grantless, we need this win, man. If we lose this, that's it. We're back to Division 2, man.
Yeah, but I think this time around with the Tom Kench, it can help Iconic a lot. So, and even Drakur. So maybe this time around we get the W.
For sure, for sure. This time, I really like this Tom Kench compared to Alistar. I don't know if you were hearing what I had to say about sort of the Alistar pickup in a what should be a disengage comp. I think he can play it, but it's like very niche, and you really need to use your abilities in a specific way. So I don't know. Maybe this is a lot easier, to pull off with Tom.
No, it's for sure easy. Even with the Ornn top lane instead of the Darius, it's easier. It's just team fights, 5v5. We'll see. And the Aatrox also will have a hard time to play because of the Syndra, Trundle slows, and the Ornn. We'll see.
Alright, made a quick little announcement. Mela, team fight wise though, you know what? I kind of really like Eversio's comp this time around. I think Rakan will be complete useless here. Like there is really small scenarios where I see him get, because ideally you don't want to engage with this champion. Now Galio, he wants
Uh,
to help. Hmm?
I think it won't be useless because obviously with the Galio pickup late game, like Rakan will follow the Vi, and obviously you have a lot of knockups with the Vi ult, Rakan ult, and
Uh,
even the Galio ult.
it's
So,
Trundle mainly that scares me for them, because if he gets a good pillar off, Rakan will either need to somehow he can dash on Vi. He has ways around it, sure, but Brukun
I
can
mean,
also stop the dash.
of course, but Rakan has like 2 dashes with the E, so
Yes,
it's
and
like he can stop one, but he needs to stop the other. Maybe he can stop the Galio ult, maybe with the E. But probably Galio will be a bit far away from him.
no, there's a lot of things he can do with that pillar. Like it will be interesting to see how it gets utilized in this game. Hopefully we don't fall too far behind earlier on, because then Trundle from that far behind might not be the best. Also,
But
not mhm,
I won't say that will be an issue because I think the late game from Eversio side will
it's
be
pretty strong
stronger
though.
than
Yeah,
the counterparts. Because obviously you have Ornn items and they will only have like one button to click on one target, and that's where Tam Kench
yeah.
comes in.
I want to give you maybe a bit better introduction, Grantless. For those who don't know, Grantless is one of the best players on the island. Formerly playing top lane for top one or two. Like they always swap better team. So yeah,
Like in for the win.
he's definitely he definitely knows his stuff. He really likes to watch competitive, and yeah, like if you say something, I'm gonna more than likely favor it over what I have to say, more times than none. But yeah, let's see. We have 2 minutes 35 before the game starts. Um, who would you ulti if you're Trundle?
And I mean,
Only
he
Galio
has a
probably.
probably either Vi, so when she
She
goes
becomes
in,
squishy.
he
Oh.
ults her, and exactly, they explode her. I mean, that's Vi or Galio most of the
Yeah.
time, so
I think Galio comes a bit later in the fight, so maybe potentially it will end up being Vi every single time.
probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
no. Uh-huh.
the Aatrox will have just a lot of health probably, so it just helps him with the healing.
Yo,
But probably those are the only targets.
I know this is a bit crazy, but like, what if Vi goes, like Sterax, Finville, Winter, Spirit Visage, like just shielding, like, oh yeah,
I mean, she can, but obviously, I mean,
no
it will help
resistances.
Randall because obviously with his ult, ins- not only sees the resistance, but he also he's, a, I think, according to how much HP the ult target has. I think
You're right. You're
that's how
right.
it
Yeah, I
works.
think it's like 10 to 12% or 16% manage, like slowly dealing damage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. I mean, bot lane. should be even, I think. Maybe Jinx and Tamkench will have the push. Top lane should be even until 9, where I think Aatrox will start to win.
Yep, definitely, definitely.
Mid and jungle, I mean, obviously,
Should be
Draco has
Trundle
just
fade.
played this.
I'm here thinking about a combination.
Yeah, I mean, Draco needs to play the same as he played game 1, where, I mean, he
Yes.
didn't die to a single gank, I think.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, if he's even CS or even doing better, it's good for him.
I think mid lane 2v2, I would still give it to Nuclear Vikings probably. If they can target one person, they have pretty nice like CC and burst. But if they can spread, and I don't think Syndra's gonna help too much earlier on. But Trundle is very
No,
strong
of
in
course.
the 1v1 with Vi.
Yes. I think, but level 6, if they ulted the Trundle, I think the Trundle
Uh-huh.
will be able to survive for
Uh-huh.
some time and they would win the 2v2.
Yeah. No, I'm saying post 6 for sure. But after 6, yes, I think definitely Syndra can totally destroy Vi before Trundle goes down. So to each their own. Like I think it should be interesting. Oi, oi, oi. Come on, Eversio, give me a freaking win. I put my life savings on this game. Ho, ho, ho. No, I'm joking.
I have a room for you. If you bet your home.
Oh, thank you, Grantless. I will make you a most delicious coffee every morning.
Ah, that would be the best. Let's see.
I'm looking, Mr. Braccoon on the Trundle, man. He went Conqueror. Maybe not something you see every day, but
To be honest, I don't know what runes Thunder usually takes. I mean, know that last time was like Little Tempo or PTA,
yeah,
but maybe.
jungle usually want PTA just to have a short sort of exchange, and that's it. But Conqueror is good in longer fights. Maybe they see him being a lot in the front line.
I mean, it increases his healing as well, so could
Mm-hmm.
be a good option for this game. I mean, we can see that they're, I think, invading or going to try ward the Raptors. Yeah, it's only just drop the word on the Raptors. And at least they know where Vi is starting from. So probably she'll full clear top and will gank bot lane. So probably both junglers will match each other.
Yep. Birkon definitely benefits from that. I think his champion is just better into Vi. Would be super cool if we can maybe see Living and Iconic getting the shove, like you said, and we invade enemy blue buff with the Trundle. That would be just like peak. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's
that
see.
would be the best for sure. But I think if Rakan does not hit his Qs, they should even win the 2v2 here.
Let's go.
Let's see. There, Kaisa, the Jinx was isolated, so Kaisa got the maximum value of Q. But at least they got the push for now, so we'll see. And top lane seems to be winning, which is good news.
Oh yeah. I think it should be a bit more Ornn favored earlier on. A lot of burst
Yes,
damage
yeah.
and more damage in general. Ay, 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 Aglos!
I,
With
there
the
it is.
flash blood.
First blood. Yeah, Aatrox will start to win around level 9 because he power spikes a lot with max levels on his Q. But for now, Igo seems to know that Aatrox is a bit useless.
Yes. Hot take Ornn is the old Cassante tipo, before Cassante was a thing. Crazy
Yeah, for sure.
champion.
Here's the mid lane. Seems to be even CS.
Oh, Iconic actually changes his skin. We don't see him on the 250 gacha one. Nice.
Of course, when you lose on a skin, you need to change it up a bit.
Nice, yes. Oh, this Aatrox still wants to try his luck against Diagnos. Not too sure you win that
Yeah.
one, buddy.
I mean, they will still be isolated for now because, as we mentioned in the first levels, both junglers will go both bot lane. So we'll see. And probably a fight will ensue in the Scuttle Club.
Interesting that Brico had the first clear here on his Trundle against this fight. It's
Yeah, he
but
cleared faster than that.
it's strange, really. Yeah. Oh.
Maybe, I mean, Trundle
He's
probably
confident.
is faster than Vi.
No way. By the way, it's okay. We forgive you, Josh Kang. But alright, let's see it. The first fight of the game potentially. Brakur is here. Drakur failed his stun. Will they
They need to be
fight?
careful.
Yeah.
Syndra is a bit low mana there.
They opt not to fight. Brakur.
Top lane.
Ooh.
Hard trade for Aatrox.
Drakur taking a lot of damage there, but his discipline does not flash away, just uses his E. Brakur could find
I
Shield
think
here.
Aatrox should be dead here.
No flash on this Aatrox, guys. Oh, the ward is dropped. And there we go. Brakur showing a bit more confidence on his standard.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Aatrox, I would have started D-Shield against Ornn, because obviously in the early levels, Ornn will win against you. So he was probably a bit greedy. And it's paying off for Aiglos. No.
I see what you mean, yeah.
For the last chapter.
So he kind of put his eggs into one basket with that Doran's Blade, though. The Aatrox.
Yeah, because D-Shield at least you survive, as we said, with until level 9. And then you can start eating the Ornn a bit. Obviously, probably he will rush, I think, either Thunder Sky or Cleaver.
Yeah. I think a bit.
He would, obviously.
Sorry to cut you off, but I'm curious. The junglers are both on the map, so we're gonna have like a really strong back, potentially an objective soon after. Let's see. Yeah. We're talking about the Aatrox. I think Black Cleaver is a must. You know, I believe Ornn does damage based on his resistances as well, right?
I think, but that's on his E.
Yeah. Seems to be
But
fine
I
now,
mean-
though, right?
Yeah, I mean, Aatrox still is winning. But of course, this matchup will be worse for Aiglos after level 9 and as soon as he gets items. But at least he's up on, obviously, on money probably.
Let's see. Yeah, he's up 7k currently.
700.
600.
7k.
Oh, yo.
7k, we can shut the stream off. We go to game 3.
Mashek, wouldn't you want me to be your banker? Grantless. How much money you have? 10 million, sir. Sorry, I meant 10 euros. My apologies.
Easy money, Hank.
Alright, the famous Eversio grabs here. We are first to contest. Zephyr is kind of saying hello there on Galio.
As usual, Eversio always contest the grubs.
Yeah, I love him.
And I mean, Aatrox is still winning for now the lane.
Yeah, he's chilling.
We'll see. But, I mean, Trundle is in the top side, invading red, so he needs to be a bit careful.
Oh, this could be a nice little gank here for Eversio again. Let's see.
Yeah, Ornn has 6, maybe Trundle gets 6 of this red buff. Maybe it would be an easy gank for them.
Seeing a lot of pressure in that top lane. Oh, the bot lane in
Yeah,
the meanwhile.
Bitcoin is looking for the gank. Bot lane are getting 6 men, but they survived, so that's good.
Excellent
And
trap
while
placement there.
This was
I would
going
say.
on. Top lane got ganked, but Jay just traded ults.
Lot of opportunities there. Oh, living. Getting taken down low. He will be on the receiving end of that.
I think he tried to stop the vibe, but it backfired on him. But not all. I mean, it wasn't that big of a loss. Just a kill to Vi, so Jinx is still in a good position there.
Yeah, interesting vibe. This might be Trinity Force vibe with the Conqueror. Not something you see every day.
I mean, I think as you said, though, maybe she's going for a more damage build Vi since she's against the Trundle. So maybe she can duel him a bit as well.
I like the sense in that. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, she's definitely not gonna out heal him for sure.
As we see the Tiamat salesman purchases the Tiamat himself.
Yeah. It's fine. Trundle can buy it. It's okay. We forgive him. Alright.
Nuclear looking to set up for bot vision. Maybe start invading the jungle or something.
It's a bit of a different game than the one we had before. But Nuclear Vikings, even though they have like these champs like Vi, Galio, Rakan, Kai'Sa, like very engaged oriented champions, they're still playing it slow. Like maybe trying to find opportunities where their alts make sense. I guess
I
that's
mean,
the
it's looking
better way
good
to
for
play it.
Eversio for now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have a gold lead with, I think, their comp scale is better. So, at least for now, they're chilling.
Yep. So is it all in
But
top lane the
obviously,
gold? Where is it? No.
probably, I think so.
Yeah, it's almost all
Because
on
mid
top
lane, I
lane.
think,
Yeah, yeah.
took the plate as well. Oh. But at least it's good, because obviously Ornn benefits from gold as well.
The
But
orange sound
Nuclear
effects are
looking,
so good.
yeah, yeah. Nuclear swapping. They're going to obviously compete contest for the grubs, and we'll see how this fight will pan out. But I think Eversio should just try and take the fourth grab and should leave because I think Nuclear are stronger at this position than Eversio.
Nice little control here from Nuclear with their wards, and they are first to respond here. Brickun kind of dodges the initial engage, but as you can see, just the it's like crazy. It's like now you see them, now you don't. They come out of nowhere, especially with that Kai'Sa
Yeah,
out.
exactly. But I mean, they got the catch a bit earlier than I think the grab spawn, so maybe they be able to fight the grabs Eversio. But here
Oh, Iglos
I got
flashes away.
disrespected a bit them. But I mean, Nuclear used 3 ults and Trundle is back on the map now, so maybe they can contest
Yeah,
it.
we still have the Iglos alt as well, and Brickun is off a reset. Definitely not weak.
I
It
think,
seems like they are sort of all in different places here. Drakur wants the wave. Iglos is fighting for grabs, and Brickun is just doing his
yeah, and bot
his
lane,
frog. Yeah, and there you go, iconic flashing as well.
Aatrox just use all the Sons of Jinx. But here maybe, I think this looks good for Eversio.
Oh yeah, we should have probably done this like a few minutes ago when the grubs were still there, but it's nice little capitalization there. Iglos getting fed off his mind at the moment with 3 kills on his arm. Let's see if
Yeah.
we can get help out Iconic. We do need him to be strong. He's their main damage source in this game.
I mean, Sums for Iconic will be important in this game. So, Jinx without Sums, this game will be difficult to play.
Yep.
But at least Tom Kench will be able to help him, so. See. I mean, kills on the Ornn are quite good because obviously if one carry of Eversio gets fed, obviously they have the point and click CC from the side of Nuclear.
Yep. I think Korn is fine. Like he's gonna be their main tank, especially earlier on. I think it doesn't make that big a difference. But it's more like when you get into those first fights, I think the tank being fed is pretty good too.
Yeah, exactly. I think if the Trundle stays ahead of Vi, he'll be quite strong to kill, honestly.
Or living potentially with another dire mistake, they're getting caught out in the
I
face
think
of the
Iconic
enemy.
is
It
dead
does
as well
mean
here.
Iconic, yeah, kind of is roasted because his partner is not here to help.
I think as soon as they saw Nuclear take the dragon, they should just have left this tower and either rotated mid lane or rotated Ornn bot. Just
Yeah,
hope for the best.
at least some sort of hover for sure from someone if they're not gonna do that.
Yeah. But I think Living went toward the dragon or something. That he got caught, and since he died, it was just an easy dive on the Jinx.
Yep.
We'll
Gold
see at least.
wise, we're only 4 or 500 down there, so I believe though most of it will be carried on Iglos, and but Trundle does have the Titanic Hydra, the very least gonna make him tanky and dealing damage. Oi, oi, oi. Give me
I
the
mean, the
first team
Trundle.
fight. I'm really looking forward for that.
I mean, I think first team fighting will be much later in the game because Eversio I think will not contest the objectives since they're a bit behind in terms of AD carry at least, and obviously Galio is stronger than the Syndra at this point of the game. So probably at least we need 2 items on the carries.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Jinx here just needs the like 2-3 items for sure. She just needs her team to be ahead before she gets to that point, so they can help her get to that point, if that makes sense. But so her, so Iconic getting taken down here, it's not really the worst thing. If they can use the power from mid and top lane to sort of help him get back and get those shutdowns.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. I mean, Aiglos at least, I mean, has a good bit with the Deadmans because it's the most efficient item I think on Ornn. Now after the nerfs of tank items.
Oh no, Iconic gets eaten by
I
Living.
think
This
both
is
of
the
them will be dead. But I think
oh
they be
this
able to turn it around.
the strength of Tom Kench lands Eversio a triple kill. And now, is it gonna be the fourth kill here? Bricoon flashes after Zephyr. And it does seem like they will be able to finish him off. That's a shutdown. Wow, there we
Good
go, guys.
collapse.
Fantastic. That Tom Kench keeping Iconic alive just enough for Eversio to converge on this. And as I was saying, it doesn't matter if Iconic gets taken down. He still needs 2 to 3 more items before he can destroy this map. So getting those kills on Trundle and Syndra are gonna be key to helping Eversio come out of this early mid game strong.
That's honestly quite good collapse from Eversio, like covering the bot lane, and the TP response from Drakur helped a lot, especially Tahm Kench delayed a lot of the time for Jinx to stay alive.
Definitely.
And after the first tower, they managed to win the feats as well. So it's looking good for Eversio this game.
Yep. This is the Eversio I'd like to see.
Let's see, Iconic needs to be a bit afraid here. Because Vi, obviously, since she has the Triforce, it's good 1v1s now.
Yep, but you know, Vi wouldn't hurt Jinx, which you know. Oy, oy, oy.
I mean, Trundle, I think, is going for the Iceborne with the Chain Vest and Sheen. Which is honestly, I prefer it rather than the Triforce because he just needs to have a lot of utility.
Iceborne Gauntlet, almost an item I barely see anymore. It's nice
Yeah.
to see it a bit. Kind of miss it, to be honest.
I mean, you still sometimes maybe build it on Cassandra.
Yeah, it's just these champs, so and like, oh, Elawi, that's all.
I think there's like a build for Aatrox with Iceborne somewhere.
It's
I think I've
the
seen it sometime.
oh, it's Stride Breaker. That's the problem. Whoever wanted that slow most of the time prefers AD, I think.
Yeah. I think Eversio now, after that fight in bot lane, will try to contest the dragon. A lot
Oh,
of pings going in mid.
Drakor gets full engaged on here. Bricoon's pillar is not enough. He does ult and is tanking quite a lot of this exchange. Still alive, Living eats Bricoon. Oh, what a great turnaround here by Eversio. Iconic is here to respond as well. Living going back in the backline. And Zephyr is down. Double kill for Iconic. Forcing Nuclear Vikings off this dragon objective. Eversio are alive, guys. This is it. And I'm really happy that we have not given up after the first game. Still fighting, playing cleverly. This is what we expect out of our heroes in blue.
And we saw there in the T fight the value of the Trundle ult. He wasn't dying, and then obviously the value of Tahm Kench as well, giving Trundle more space to live.
And now this
But
can
obviously
take Drake.
they still need to be careful because as we saw, Drakur still got exploded within
Yeah.
1 second.
This Drake is kind of insane, giving extra healing and shielding when especially when they're low health. With Tahm Kench and this Trundle as well, it's gonna be a great pickup for them.
I think Drakur here can find the kill on the Aatrox. He needs to be careful, obviously.
Choosing the less aggressive play there. Taking the CS and backing off. So Rakan could help Aatrox land what he needs to land.
Let's see. I mean, the Aatrox, we have not seen him in the team fights yet, so that could be a different factor, but he's still on only a cleaver. So shouldn't be that big of an issue. I mean, we can see the Galio is still in a good spot.
Yeah, and I like this from Eversio. They sent Iglos to handle Galio in side lane while they sent Dracour to handle the Aatrox there in the top side. Probably it's going to be a better matchup for them. As you said, the Aatrox starts winning later on, and it is in fact later on.
But I think they're switching again for Ornn to face Aatrox and Syndra face Galio. So I think I preferred how they were. Because Aatrox can do anything against Syndra.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of teleports or something. Yeah, Dracour does have teleport. So maybe Eversio are anticipating a play here around Atakan with the teleport from Dracour. Hello, Corbin. Thank you for joining the chat. Nice to see you made it to the stream. Bye.
I mean, this Atakan buff with the flowers will, if Eversio manage to take it, it will be a lot good for Ornn for the levels. But we see Dracour managed to stay alive.
Big engage there onto the Aatrox. Aatrox does flash away. That's how he actually managed to stay alive, despite the Ornn ultimate and the pillar from Trundle. But it does mean it's gonna be a free Atakan. Meanwhile, Nuclear Vikings happy to take that mid lane tier 2. A lot of gold there funneled into Kai'Sa.
And honestly, I like this from Eversio because, as we said, Ornn likes to obviously get levels. So now, as we see 7-14, he will get an item for one of his carries.
Oh, I see your point. Oh, Eglos. Using the Herald to drift away along with
Manages
Nuclear
to dodge the wall of the Atakan.
I need to spend some hours in custom games to practice that, huh?
I mean, at first I didn't know what to do with it. Just, I think, crashed on the wall because since you have to click it twice, I just ran into the wall.
Was it bugged in the beginning, gosh? I swear, man. It was like crazy.
I don't know.
You click it to go one side and it gives you the other side. It was like that.
But I think because you had to click twice, so maybe some people just clicked once and.
Yeah, I'm some people probably.
Look at the game. I mean, Eversio should wait for IE of Jinx.
This looks really good for Eversio. Correct me if I'm wrong, but look at those items. 2 on Ornn, 2 on Brickone. Now I'm curious here. He went for a Jackshaw second on Ornn. I swear I said this item is really good in the second or third position on some champions. Oh wait, before I get into my rant, Zephyr caught here between a Trundle pillar, forced to flash. So we traded flash for a pillar. Such a strong ability from Trundle.
I mean, good pick by Eversio, even though they did not get the kill. They still managed to get the flash of Galio. And obviously Dragon is soon coming up. And probably Trundle will get his ult back right before the Dragon fight.
Yep. So a long cooldown the ult.
What were you saying about the Yaksho?
Oh no, because Iglos didn't think it's a good second item, but here he is. He told me Ornn builds it 5th. But apparently he builds it 2nd. Oh well.
I mean, I think here it's a good option because you have a lot of magic damage and also physical damage. So
yeah, that was my point as well. Like if you want something that's, you know, dual resistances and some health, I think it's pretty good. Let's see it here. Oh, Nuclear Vikings seem to take this dragon a bit uncontested here. Not sure, you know, what's the idea here behind the Eversio not contesting it a bit harder.
I think Ornn can kill the Aatrox, but he manages to run away.
Yeah, but it's not really why you would want the Ornn, right? We could catch waves with Ornn. I mean, you would want this champ for his excellent engage. to help your carries get damage across. So it's really sad to see him on the sideline, in my opinion. Would be nice to see him, joining that dragon fight, helping his team secure more of this dragon.
But I mean, I don't also mind it that they gave the dragon as well, because Syndra still finishing her death cap and obviously give more time for Jinx. As
Yeah,
we see,
so
Ornn is giving his items out.
despite them being ahead, basically they would rather just stall it out because they can't lose through scaling regardless, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Because honestly, Nuclear will be the strongest at this time. So as more time passes, they will descale and Eversio will scale.
I understand. Okay, it's a good take actually. Something maybe not many people would have noticed. But yeah, if you need to win this game, that's definitely the way to go about it. No risks,
Because
no
I think
risks.
now Jinx would need the Lord Dominic's at this stage. So they will start to build armor and obviously she would need to deal some damage. As we see, Ornn is honestly level 15 and he's quite close to level 16. And I think when Ornn gets 16, Syndra will get the death cap.
Oh, that's a tanky
Who is
boy.
getting it?
Little to no
I
damage
think.
coming on Iglas.
Oh,
Oh, Oberkum fails the pillar there. Kaisa soon to follow there, shutting down Iglos. Oh,
good
the
start
return
by
of
Syndra.
Eversio. Iconic gets the kill. First
I
reset.
think they can chase this. Aatrox is still top lane.
Definitely nice stun there by Drakur.
Good
Coon
chase.
on a killing spree. Nice one, Eversio, managing to turn the unfortunate moment into 2 kills. And now
Yeah,
the
I think there
Baron
the
is up.
Ornn missed and the Thunder Pillar missed as well. And I think if those abilities landed, I think Ornn would have been saved and I think they would have also got more kills. We'll see.
Yep. How- We see a lot of the completed Ornn items here as well. It's only Syndra that's lacking one, and living, of course, eventually.
Good call by Eversio here, starting the Baron. But they still need to be careful. Because here is obviously they're in a choke. And Gali or Akanalt are good. But obviously I think they're timing their ultimates. They still don't have any ults.
Bro!
Oh,
Le! Oh no, man! Why? We didn't have smite. We didn't have smite. Okay, okay, okay.
that's Barcel on my screen.
We didn't have smite. We didn't have smite. Oh, that's so bad for Eversio though. Like Baron is such a crazy objective. It gives you so much, and it could just help them. Like I mean, Eversio will still scale better, but man, that's definitely not what you want at the moment.
Honestly, that was quite unlucky as well.
Yeah.
Because I think they tried to rush the better because they were on rotation. But I think, I don't know if Ornn managed to spot the Vi. So he could have stalled her for a bit because she smited at, I think, 800 HP.
900, yeah, yeah, something like that, 8 900.
I mean, it was a good call, just got unlucky. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. They still will get time to scale. See. Oh, first looking for an engage.
Bump clean gets engaged on.
Oh,
Living does consume him. So using that Tom ult
okay.
aggressively there. Shut down for
Good
Drakur.
engage by Living there. He managed to pick up the Kaisa.
It's an all-out mid here. Josh Kang trying to get Eversio off the wave, but Eversio will continue this push. Now they do have Jinx, which is fantastic at taking these towers. We could
I think
potentially
they
have a
should look.
game 3 on our hands, guys.
I think so. If Eversio managed to play this well, I don't see them losing this. The Aatrox, I mean, it's looking a bit useless this game. He hasn't done anything apart from just split pushing
True,
for
true.
some reason.
In fact, I even forgot that there was even an Aatrox. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
Nice dodge by Iconic. think just a free pick on the Rakan. Yeah, Nuclear are getting a bit desperate here, as we can see. They're trying to find a quick engage on one of the carries. But honestly, Tom Kench is a really good pick here. They can't do anything.
Oh, speaking of Aatrox, he's not all cool
Yeah,
skins. He also likes to get licked and bitten on Thursdays only,
honestly, okay.
and
So,
then have balls thrown on him by Trakur. Oi, oi, oi.
oh, Iconic needs to be careful. Okay, nice
Wow!
no play.
Iconic, be careful, shme careful. He takes down Josh Kang. Oi, oi, oi.
And they got the Aatrox and his flesh. So that's big as well.
Huge, huge. Seems like Nuclear Vikings like lost the plot in this game. I'm not really sure what's going on in their calling at the moment.
I mean, obviously, they feel that they are getting outscaled and they're trying to just find random picks that may break the game. But obviously, if Eversio plays this well, this should be game.
Yeah, I guess they had to do this a bit earlier on, and maybe try and invade Eversio's jungle and play a bit more aggressively. But yeah, seems like they have to do it now, rather than having it as an option. Yes, indeed,
Obviously, I mean,
iconic moments, indeed.
Jinx has the third item, Syndra has the third item. I
Yeah,
mean, she's soon going to finish the voice of as well.
and they're Orn buffed
They're
as
go-
well. So
yeah, exactly.
let's go, let's go,
Ornn will
let's
soon
go.
get the
Run it down
Kaenic
mid.
as well.
Let's do it.
Honestly, that's what they should do. But obviously, be a bit split so they don't get one boat. And because
Yeah.
obviously that's the only issue that if Tom Kench managed to get CC'd and can't ult the Jinx or the Syndra, I think that's their only way in this game for Nuclear.
Yeah, we saw Living use the ult aggressively in the last fight, which was a bit different. But if they can get the reset for Iconic and they're not getting engaged on themselves, I don't think it. I think it's quite okay to keep that ult, to use it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I think this game still will go on for some time because obviously Baron still needs to respawn and Elder spawn is a bit far away if Eversio continue to take the dragons. Because obviously Eversio are a bit scared. They don't get randomly engaged on.
Yeah, I feel
We'll
like if,
see.
if they stack, it could be really good for them as well. They have that long range ultimate from the Orn. Let's see.
I mean, the Aatrox, we haven't seen Aatrox in team fights yet, so we still have that factor, but it shouldn't be a big of an issue. Just continuing splitting.
Oh, bye. Lot of respect coming out from perhaps Eversio here, of taking their time, get those items, farm up. Baron will be spawning soon. Really liking that the Brickun Trundle came out and it's really doing work at the moment. Some good pillars, good damage.
You see Jinx put a Hexlinker to obviously cover the Kaisa poke, the Ganyo damage. But, I mean, it's a good purchase, but I think since Kaisa is going to poke, maybe should have went for lifesteal.
Bloodthirster, oh, yeah.
Okay, good catch here on the Aatrox.
Oh,
Look at the healing.
the heal.
Yes, Under Sky is quite strong on an Aatrox resulted. But I think this should open up Baron for Eversio.
Arglos is so tanky at the moment. Does not mind being in front there. Brickun soon to follow. And that is... Oh, Water almost taken out of the fight there. He will get taken down. That is Jinx's
They should
first
try and...
reset. Oh no.
Okay, good pick on the Kaisa.
There we go.
Try and get the Baron and then end this game.
Yeah. This should be game, guys. After Baron, I can't see any other way than running it down mid and ending it. We have Jinx a couple of towers away, and that will be GG.
Okay.
Atrox cooking, said this guy in chat. Yes, if he's cooking, I don't want to eat it. That's for sure. Um, let's see. Push mid. Oh,
Oh, I
Iglos
mean,
has
he
other
won't die, but
plans. Yeah, I
he
guess.
just wants to hold the wave to so that after the game they probably will try continue push bot lane. I think. We'll see. I think here they should maybe find a reset.
All right, we're taking it nice and slow. Let's hope we can end before Baron buff finishes. It's gonna be really important to end this game with, but yeah, right now we might be looking to take a reset soon. We still have not reset from the last fight.
Yeah, I mean the TP was a bit questionable, I would say, because they just took tier 1 and the dragon for it, and I don't think Nuclear would have contested the dragon there.
Oh well.
Let's
Whee!
see.
I'm teleporting.
Dakur opted for the Magi's because probably he's thinking that this is the last fight that they're going to have.
Full mauve Marmortus there, even on Iconic. It's crazy how fast you get gold when you have items.
Let's see. Aatrox is still looking to split push for some reason.
We have
But
scopes in the chat saying I'm happy to see this Aatrox int in official as well, not just my solo queue. Wow.
I mean, we've seen the power of Aatrox there when he got to mesh auto 2 times with the heal, but I mean, he should have done that 10 minutes ago. Now it's a bit useless because Jinx and Syndra are quite strong.
Alright, let's see how it goes here. We have Baron buff. We are pushing down this bot lane tier 2.
Yeah, Jinx has 4 items and we can see Galio almost got 1 shot just by 4 autos, I think there. I think this should be game.
Let's see. Keep in mind, Jinx gets a reset on this tower as well. So we'll be looking
Yep.
to play. Holy damage.
Almost killed the Rakan.
That's another reset. And another reset. And another reset. Iconic is running like a mad rodent on some special substances. Oh, boy. Let's see it. The last team fight of game 2. Some hashtag ever wins in the chat. Tiglos going in with the ultimate. Zephyr is on the backline. Iconic and Living are trying to get the nuclear Vikings backline. Zephyr is almost getting taken down. Iconic forced to flash. Josh can gouts on him. Galio out coming out as well. But Living does eat Iconic, protecting him from any danger. Zonia's coming out from Zephyr. Bricoon is here to support Iconic, taking down the first reset, second reset, third reset. Iconic getting the fourth reset. Last member standing here. Josh Kang trying to get the wave. But he will go down to Drakur, or barely dashes out of that, and that will be game, guys. As Eversio clean up the Nexus turrets and finish the game. Oi, oi, oi. Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
0-5-0. Probably we'll still find him in a side lane.
Oh my gosh. Go back
We'll see, but
to your
good
dark
game.
island.
I think the Trundle and the Tom Kench picks were quite good in this situation because obviously Trundle would like people to go on him, and obviously Tom Kench just eats the carry with against their point and click CC.
No, I'm really happy that this happened. We have one more game to close out the series. So we'll
Let's
be
see.
going on a quick BRB to sort out the lobby and stuff, see what's going on there, give us some time to drink some water, and we'll be right back before the draft starts, hopefully, not as the draft is starting. But yeah, see you soon.
Teo. With Ben.
Alright, guys, we are back in the draft for game 3. We have a lot of people joining us on the chat. Thank you for the raid, UKAL. Nice to see. I'm having some difficulties entering the lobby. I hope I will still be able to spectate the game, but yeah, until then, maybe Grantless can talk a bit about the bans. The only difference I'm seeing right now is that it's gonna be Jinx and Nuclear Vikings did ban it out.
Yeah, they're scared of the iconic now. Let's see. Are they going to do 3 AD bans or would they do 2 AD bans and stick with the Iona ban? Let's see.
Oh, nice! I'm allowed
Eversio
to enter.
will
Good.
stick with their bans, but Nuclear just remove the Varus and ban the Jinx instead, basically. Let's see how Eversio will react to that.
I mean, they just go Varus, no?
They can, but let's see. Because when they can pick, if they go Varus, go Vi and Kai'Sa again, they can pick the Tahm Kench, because Varus Tahm Kench is quite a good 2v2 as well.
And there it is. They're almost like playing into you.
Let's see. Do they still have prior on the Kai'Sa and Vi?
They're thinking about it. I don't know. The last game, Vi didn't really seem to do much. The Kai'Sa was fine if you're going with the engage. But I think, yeah, it's just that kind of champion. Okay, Sivir. Sivir into Varus. How does that work, Grantes?
I mean, for bot lane, I don't know a lot on matchups, but I mean, probably Sivir just AFK and clear the waves, and Varus will try and poke her. So obviously, Varus is a good laner, and Sivir just will try to push until Essence Reaver, and then she just matches Varus. Let's see. And they go for the Shinzo, so they're going for a different approach this game. They're not going one point and click CC on the target.
Oh, we are 1-1 Trojan. 1-1. Yep. Versio need this win, and we definitely are looking to get it. Let's see how it goes. Xin Zhao Sivir. Good combination. Xin Zhao likes that the AoE buff Sivir can give him for his move speed. Let's see what they pair it with. Another Syndra game for Drakor. I mean, to be fair, he did play it pretty well in the last match.
I mean, honestly, Trundle, I don't know how the matchup is against Shinza, but probably it's quite an even matchup. But Trundle is really good against Sivir, because obviously she gains movement speed, and with the pillar, he's able to stop it, or reduce the speed at least.
Yeah. I think it can be Trundle favored, but we'll have to wait and see. Xin Zhao kind of in a really strong spot at the moment. I think Xin Zhao can also avoid Trundle and pretty much outscale him and farm him and go for counter ganks. We'll see. It does fit the Nuclear Vikings playstyle from what we've seen so far. That they would sort of prefer that like farming and sort of trying to find fights, despite them playing aggressive comps. We didn't see them like sort of invade and do stuff like that. Gragas.
Going for Gragas top lane.
Such a strong champion, Gragas. Not too sure why he isn't played as often as I think he should be. I think this champion is like really strong in a lot of matchups.
Yeah, I really like Gragas. Obviously, Gragas is a good blind build champ as well, because he doesn't have a lot of bad matchups.
Yep.
Let's see. I mean, he's good against Darius, but obviously Darius is comfort for Iglos.
Yep. I mean, he's trying to find another champ he can pilot. He played Kennen pretty well, but that Aatrox really did not suit the playstyle. Now he went for Gragas. I mean, you can't really split push with Gragas, so let's see how he makes it work.
I mean, the worst matchup that I think of for Gragas is probably the Olaf, but obviously Olaf would need some help from like an enchanter.
Yep.
Let's see. But I think Trundle Olaf 2v2 would be really strong.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since Olaf shreds armor as well. That bite from Trundle is just gonna hurt a lot more.
They opted to ban the the Ornn instead of the Gwen now. So maybe Iglos will go for the Gwen as well.
Do we get the Iglos Gwen?
But I don't think Gwen is a good pick here, because obviously Shinza is his ult, Sivir will have a lot of movement speed.
What's good from Eyeglass's pool against Gragas? Is Gangplank good
Mm.
at all or not?
I mean, Gangplank, I mean, it's good because it's like an even matchup, but Gragas can sustain him. But I think how the comps are looking, Gangplank won't be good because they have a lot of range.
Oh, do you see Mel locked in? First time seeing this champion sort of and what she can do in a more
I think
professional
they're
setting.
keeping the support for R5 here. Or it could be Civil Mel bot, but I don't think that's the case. Mel got some nerfs and is not that OP, but I think she's still strong in some situations.
Oh, it's the Nico support. Nice, always nice to see Nico. I mean, it makes games exciting, right? You get to see those pop-off plays, nice big ultis, transforming, maybe outmaneuvering people. So yeah, let's see it. Living on the Nico, one of his preferred champions.
Varus and Nico are quite strong as well. Probably one of the strongest 2v2, apart from Kalista Nico, probably.
Yep. And what are we
See,
picking for the top lane? Let's see. Oh, Camille.
Camille. Mm. I mean, Camille, honestly, is quite good here, because obviously she can lock down the Sivir and even the Mel. But she will suffer a bit early against Gragas.
Yeah, it's the Camille here doesn't really have that much people to go on, but I have a vision here, Grantless. I don't know if you see it with me, but
Hmm?
Strandil throws a pillar, and Camille is the pillar,
I mean, that's a good combo.
right?
Easy.
Let's see how it
The
goes.
1-2. But
Oh,
obviously the matchup top lane, it's Gragas favored, but when Camille gets Triforce, it should be easier for Camille to play. We'll see.
man, I
And
invited,
with the Milio
trying
locked
to
in,
invite you to the lobby. Oh no.
it will be a bit hard for Camille to just go in with Herald.
I'm trying to invite you to the lobby. If it doesn't work, I'll give you a spectate on Discord. Okay.
Alright.
Ah. Mara, I'm gonna give you a share screen and we're gonna do it like that.
I got an invite. My lobby is full. Oh,
Ah,
useless. Let's see.
that's alright.
Ah.
Poppy Anivia bot lane levels of combo says same, yes. I saw this combo once and I think it's kind of broken, but I don't know what you do past laning phase, okay? So the combo is Briar with Anivia. So Briar has a point and click stun, and then Anivia can follow with her, range stun. And during that CC duration, Anivia puts down the wall. Briar is channeling her E, and Briar will push you into the wall. And this is all guaranteed with the point and click of the first Briar stun. So I think if you go AP, that's crazy because Briar AP is like one-shotting with one ability if you land it. But then I don't know what to do past laning phase, like how do you win the game from that point? Yeah, no, it's a fun combination. How long? Ah, yes, she's right. Technically, if you use the lobby name and password, you can still spectate the lobby. But
Yes,
but
I
but it's okay. Popeye.
from Discord.
Guys, a bit of hype. All right, these two teams
Let's
have
go.
this is their last chance. Sort of, Eversio need to win this game to continue forward, and to win the next best of three with me. We stay in Division One, or similarly, Nuclear Vikings if they beat Eversio and potentially their next matches, they will promote from Division 2 to Division 1. So let's see how it goes. As you can see, it can be very one-sided either way. Eversio have won before in the past, but Nuclear Vikings had quite a strong standing in the first game. Let's see how game 3 goes. Let's see. For all the marbles, says Mick.
I mean, here what you can see, I think Nuclear will try to play the range, will try to keep you away with the Gragas, Milio, and also Shinzo. And Eversio also have range, but I think they prefer to go in with the Nico Camille ult. So we'll see.
Alright. You've played with Living before. What do you think of his Nico genuinely? You think this is gonna be he's good on it, he can be better?
I mean, I haven't played with it a lot, but I can tell you that, I mean, he knows how to play the champion, he knows the secrets on the champion, the small things, and I mean, he should be fine in this pick.
Yes.
Obviously, when I was playing mid, I used to play a lot of Nico, and probably he used some of my tricks that I used to do. So, technically, I taught him.
Well, let's not don't let him know that one, okay? He might have something to say about it. ولا
We would be here all day.
For sure. It's like if you would have told me 2 years ago that he would be playing on this team, Iconic, I would have believed you a bit just because he did at some point already play on this team. But yeah, seeing him on this lineup, not because Agony is not a team anymore, but it's nice to see him, actively playing and taking it a bit more seriously, Mr. Living.
I mean, Living always played seriously. He always tried his best, so
Yep.
I would have seen him playing on this roster, especially trying for UKE League.
Yeah, as to say in Maltese, it would be a shame to leave him on the shelves. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
I mean, Iconic and Living, for me, were always the best bot lane, so should be best mod has to offer.
Yeah, I would have to agree as well, but I don't know what happened that shake their confidence a bit. I like the version of them that were confident to put people like swap the support and swap AP and AD carry. I think that version could literally be unstoppable if it's played properly. Very hard to play against.
Yes, of course, would be difficult. But I think, if, as we saw from last LCM, they just preferred going play their roles. I think Living is best on support, Iconic is best on AD, so they just continue playing like that.
Yep. I wonder how the vibe is in that squad. They used to play
Probably
with.
tensed.
Well, who knows? Hopefully, it's all sunshine, rainbows, and happy faces. Yes. I much
mean,
prefer
just
playing
they're
on teams like
excited
that.
Yeah, of course. No, I mean, that's what I mean, is just they're excited to play the last game.
Ah.
And a bit nervous, probably.
I didn't talk too much about the team fights, I guess, but yeah, I think sort of the Varus ult could be big even with Nico, but they do have Milio, Nuclear Vikings, so they can cleanse all that. I really have no opinions of Mel. I have no idea if this champ is good, bad, or like where to play her, where not to play her. But what I do know is that Xin Zhao, kind of just with Milio, I don't think that's ideal because both him and Severe kind of want the buffs Milio has to offer, and Xin Zhao and Severe are not going to be fighting in the same space. So Xin Zhao without that kind of support, he really needs to be ahead to not fall behind. And if he ever dashes in haphazardly, getting trundled, pillared, bitten, ulted, even Syndra could burst him out, even Nico. Xin Zhao is not too bad against magic damage, but he's not having a good time against it either. And I think Varus is like such a good pick against the current meta, just because he has that good AD and AP damage, including the max health version of it as well. long range, close range. This champ kind of does it all. He even engages or disengages, right? Camille, I'm not too sure about, but maybe it is for
I,
the pillar. I'm not too sure.
I mean, probably how the T-Vice will work is from nuclear side, they will go front to back. Shinza and Gragas will take the front line, like, even though Shinza won't be the best, but just his health creates a lot of space. Like, they don't have a lot of damage to be on him with the ult, because if they are on him, Gragas will just be easy to help him. And on the other side of Versio, they will just look to flank them, like Camille from left, Nico from right, collapse on them. Because I think if they're going front to back, Nuclear are a bit more favored in this case. I'm seeing here a comment from Shadow. This most likely poke Varus, right? I think it would benefit Varus more here, because I think he can't be able to auto. And in fact, he went commit, so it should be poke Varus.
Yeah, and they do have good DPS in general. It's not like he needs to be the only one. They have Trundle and Camille, which are kind of gonna cover for him if it comes to pushing as well. But
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what I'm thinking about that.
Now if you look at Mel, I mean, Mel honestly gets countered by the pillar, and even Sivir, because they don't have any mobility. So here Trund is a really good pick. The problem is obviously without the pillar they don't have any tools to go. Maybe with Camillard, but they can easily go out of the Camillard with Milio, Shinzao, Gragas ult.
Alright. Let's have it. Brickcone game 2 on Trundle. Ah, man, you don't see this champion every day, but he's playing it really well.
He went with the classic Trundle skin. Don't know what happened there. Don't see this often.
Yeah, he's usually favoring the traditional Trundle. The original skin Trundle head. I mean, he looks a lot more handsome in this version of it, of course, but you know, it's like trying to rekindle that spirit at least in a more modern take.
Let's see here. So the early game is quite straightforward. They're just covering 5 sides of the map. Top lane, Graga should be favored in the early game. Mid lane, I mean, I think Syndra will get outranged, but I think Syndra would have the push. And bot lane, Eversio should be able to push against Sivir and Milio. Oh, we're seeing both junglers matching each other again, but this time they're putting for top lane. Or we can see a cheesy game from Shinzao here. The bot lane.
Oh. So, oh, that Nico passive would drive me insane. um, Living really playing it aggressively. I mean, he can. Definitely the way to
Yeah, I
go
mean,
about it.
he's doing quite well here. Obviously, if you don't know if Nico copies an ally and he has more range than Nico auto, she would gain the extra range. See Gragas trading favorably from himself, dodging the W. I think that it does not look good for Iglos.
Oh.
Gragas will soon have his E as well. I think. Okay, they just back off.
Definitely not what you want to see against the Gragas earlier on. Tends to be a bit more weak than those earlier levels, but so is
Yeah, and
Camille.
Gragas will have more sustain with his passive as well. But he should run out of mana probably. We'll see. You probably just push the next wave, recoil and get the tier. Living should be a bit more careful. It's getting poked down by Severe, but they still have the potions while Nocturne does not.
Okay.
Both junglers are finishing their clear. We'll probably head to top
Yeah, I have to give it
or
to
fight for this cutter.
Oh,
Mhm.
Brickun once again having the fast air clear here on Trundle. I don't know. I have to go check this out, man. Xin Zhao and Vi getting outpaced by Trundle. It's either
Think.
Josh Kang, Eyeglass. Oh,
Yeah.
getting flashed on
No.
there by Shook. A really nice flash body slam, but Eyeglass sadly. Oh, the Trundle pillar! Ah man, Josh Kang has his dash there. Brickun almost with the save of the century there. Sadly,
I
Eyeglass
think
does get taken down.
obviously Igor should have respected the jungler more, but I think Brickun should have hovered for Igor because his wave was pushing into Gragas. But still, oh, I think that's quite unlucky for Igos with the pillar.
Oh no. Huge
Oof.
bomba disaster in the top lane. Alright, it's not
Yeah,
the
that
end
was
of the
quite
world,
unlucky.
guys, but yeah, that's pretty bad. Not gonna lie, top is a bit dead for now.
Yeah, Igos should just farm for Triforce now, and I think he should be fine then. Because honestly, Gragas still has only tier, so won't be that big of an issue. Oof.
Oh,
Sylvie's
let's
just
go!
okay. The
Solo
Emilio
killing him. It's kind of funny.
can see the damage potential of Nico. Just Q auto and electrocute. Igos should be happy to catch this wave. But I think Gragas will find a big recall here after a double kill on top.
Let's see. I like that Nuclear Vikings have almost secured every first dragon we've seen over the course of this series.
As we can see, bot lane is already having good CS lead, a kill already for the Nico. So bot lane should be happy how things are going. I think, however, you should play it. Berkun should just cover Iglos when he's going to push and then just play for bot lane. Because I think they can perma dive probably bot lane.
It's a bit tricky to dive Iconic post 6 maybe with that ult, but they're all 3 race champions. But yeah, for sure, we can definitely look to see if we can use this Trundle a bit better. Oh no. Living forced to flash away there, trying to find the gank on Zephyr. Iglos expertly dodges the body slam, but is likely using this Camilla defensively to get oh no, he goes back in because Bakun is here. Let's see how this gets played. The grub is dropped though. We did take 2. Nuclear Vikings finish off the camp there, taking the last one.
That stun looked a bit awkward there. I don't know. Mel should have, I think, affected it, or maybe she pressed it too late. I think Dark Dash probably should went for the ad, because I don't think Mel had reflect backup. Because reflect has a big cooldown the early levels.
See here, I'm trying to get a bit of a read on this game, but it seems like fairly balanced still. Both teams similar to the last game, kind of respecting each other. It's only the top lane difference, but it's nothing too out of this world. Camille still would have wanted to take this defensive position.
I mean, bot is winning for Eversio. Like, they have like a 20 CS lead.
Oh yeah, that's
So
definitely
at least
big.
they're managing from, obviously, from deficit of top lane.
No, Josh
They need to
Kang
be
is
careful
here.
here. And ult forced by Sivir.
Well, I think that's a beautiful ult there by Iconic, stopping the Nuclear Viking sort of engage there. Raccoon is here to help them if things get a bit more heated.
Good use of the W there by Living. Forces the flash of Medium.
A great little snare there by Living. And it is nice to see that Eversio got ganked, but in the end we end up taking enemies' flashes for it. Very well played. We also take the Emilio's heal a few moments ago as well. That was not spotted immediately.
I mean, Gragas here is in a good position. He has Lucidity now, so he will spam the abilities. Camille only has 3 longswords and null magic, so it's going to be a bit of a bit behind. But she can still outplay the Gragas.
Yep. Oh, the Gragas has a lot of cooldown already. It's gonna be
Yeah,
body
when he gets
slamming.
Cosmic, Gragas will basically just be full items. I'm spending a lot on top lane. Oh, man reflected both Nico E and Syndra E there. Quite unlucky. But Berkun looking for a gank on the Gragas. Let's see. I mean, he still has flash up.
Nice little gank. Yeah, there's the pillar.
Exactly.
There we go. So they
Okay.
did use it as I was thinking there. So a nice little interaction here between the Camille and Trundle.
Igos did manage to freeze the wave there, so he needs to try and push the wave before Gragas spawns. Great spreadsheet by Sivir, but I think they will still be able to kill her. The Varus damage.
Alright. Man, this bot lane is cooking! Living and Iconic asserting dominance not only at 30 CS lead but also in this lane. Oh no, Zephyr is here. There goes that Mel W. Perfectly binding Living. Iconic
Oh,
soon to follow. That's
Mel
a
got
double kill.
a good roam here.
Not sure on the comms on that one, but it did happen.
It was quite unlucky for Eversio side there, because if Mel did not manage to get the roam there, I think they would have pushed the wave and reset, because they got both Psalms on Sivir and they still had their flashes up.
Definitely. Well, at least they can kind of say it's not my lane, right? Alright, Josh Kang getting engaged on here by Iglos. Brikun is there, drops the pillar barely. Not clipping Josh Kang there. Does get
I
to
don't really
walk out
like
of
this
it.
TP. Because Varus moved to bot lane here and Gragas is free to push and Camille will fall further behind here.
You know, I
Especially
think
she TP'd without the ultimate.
there's definitely a case for what you are saying. There's also a chance they said, you know what, I'm kind of useless in lane. Might as well I just play for this dragon, get you guys something. I'm not too sure, but I think that's the idea here. But definitely right. Gragas keeps on getting ahead, and Iglos will have a hard time eventually getting back into this game.
I think if they were going to do the play, I think Varus should have just went top lane and catch, catch the wave and even be ready for grabs there. But
That's a really nice insight. Yeah, I like it. Sounds sounds like a good proactive play they could have pulled off.
at least they would have pressure on both sides right there.
Yeah.
And from this play, they just gave both grabs and the dragon. And Camille fell further behind. Let's see, Brikun's looking for another gank, but this time around, Gragas does not have a flash. Beautiful ult by the Camille, but Cosmic. Oh, phase dash is quite a broken rule on Gragas.
Yeah, hard to ever find a gank on this guy. He just CCs you, slows you, and just runs away at lightning speed. And if that doesn't work, he also has his ultimate ability, pushing you even further away.
I really don't like the focus here on top lane, because obviously Gragas is a good weak side champion. I think they just focus on bot lane, get Varus ahead, because they continue to play like this, it's going to be a bit difficult for Eversio. Especially bot lane are winning, they still have 30 CS lead on Varus.
Oi, oi, oi. We've yet to see this comp come together. Fights will be happening soon. Mel got that roam, but so far did nothing with that either. Let's see. As the potentially the next no, they're taken as well. Oh,
Oh, nice play by Living there. He managed to eat the spell sheet and catch Sivir with the ultimate. No, but was quite unlucky that Sivir actually managed to save it. Mez becoming strong in these fights. As you can see, the compo for Eversio will be harder to pull off than the compo of Nuclear.
and definitely
But
for sure. Oh, what a
Zephyr
play there.
played too greedy there. They managed to get the shutdown on the Syndra.
Oh, similarly, Drakur dropping his shutdown as well. Does Josh can get punished for it? No, Brikun could get taken down if they ever step a bit more. Let's see.
Let's see. Both mid laners there played too greedy. But they forced the flash from Zephyr as well, so at least it's a W for Eversio there.
Definitely always nice to take the AD carry's flash. Oh, or no, Zephyr's flash, not okay.
Yeah,
Sever's
Mez
flash.
flash. Let's see. I mean, bot lane still have a CS lead, but obviously top lane CS is becoming larger. For now, I do not like the target from Eversio, how they're playing the game. They just should focus on bot, cause Camille honestly should be safe here.
Oh no, that is Iglos felling
Lucky.
himself. Gragas is very much ahead in this matchup. Iglos did finish his Trinity Force though, so that was up maybe a bit more on equal par now.
I think Iglos there should have just played for Triforce, recalled and then TP'd back top lane to at least minimize the loss, but
Yep.
there he lost the tower now as well.
Oh,
Oh,
Living finally
great ult by the Nico there.
huge engage onto Zephyr. Josh Kang is also caught. Living.
Nice.
Keeping
Living,
them
making
alive in
plays.
this game.
And
Oh
at
yeah,
least
yeah.
the shutdown went to Camille, so that's some saving grace for the Camille.
Living. Oh yeah. Now that's
I
how you
think
play
after this
Nico.
play, they should just focus on bot lane here. Like they just honestly 5-man bot, take the tower and then reset. I think that's what they're going to do. So good play from Eversio. They're waiting in the bush to see if someone comes in for this tower. Mel is quite close here. Oh, and I think she should die again. Camille has ult.
Oh, it seems like Zephyr was having a bit too much fun on this champion. He got that double kill but didn't know what to do with it. He did end up
Good
going
play.
down yet again.
Good play by Eversio. Keep it plain simple. Just force on one side of the map. Cheat the tempo a bit. Stay longer than usual. And in fact, they got a pick.
Looks like something's going towards this mid lane turret. Aglas is around.
I think Camille should be back in the game. Obviously, Gragas still strong, but she got some money back here.
Yeah, he's only 1k down at the moment.
I think I would have preferred if Camille obviously went. She was behind, but if she went Yamat, would have been good. Bit unlucky there, but it's good that they keep fighting, trying to find these picks, because obviously that's what they need to do to stay in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Iglas can't really go blindly into the top lane at the moment, can he? So he has to try and sort of find other stuff to do.
I think the Nuclear were counting the minions. I think Nico was as a minion there. So Gragas managed to finish his second item as well. I mean, this build got nerfed since Wimble Winter got nerfed like a few patches ago, and I think the build for Gragas is the build that bows Ghosts, probably the best. But he will still be tanky.
What's the difference? What items does he get?
I mean, Bows just skips the tier, goes to Scepter, Cosmic into full AP like Lich Bane Zonias.
Uh-huh.
And I think obviously
Oh, bomb clean.
Fimble Winter got
Force
nerfed.
to flash. That Trundle pillar is really, really paying its dividend here. Uh, Nothing can really like Milio can't cleanse it, Sivir can't block it. It's a piece of like terrain you have to go around it.
Yeah, it's really good here because obviously the carries Sivir and Mel are have no mobility, so the pillar has perfect value here. Even the Melio. So it will just blow a flash if you're out of position instantly.
There we go,
They
giving
managed to open up mid lane
solo
tower.
gold as well. Yeah, and the Connect gets
Good
the solo
poke mid
gold
top.
for that.
That's good. Obviously Varus needs to be ahead since he's going the poke build. And I think Camille here, I don't know if she's going for maybe the Death Stance, but I think she's just going for Hydra. And but if they're looking for more team fights, I prefer to skip the Hydra and just go Sterak second on Camille. So if Vikings continue to find picks, I think he should go for Sterak instead of the Hydra.
Yeah, definitely. He's a bit behind. I think Starax could give him good value as well. Adds a bit more to the anti CC he needs. But he knows what's up. Maybe he's just gonna be on side lane and just get those split push.
I mean, I think I would prefer Camille staying side here.
Mm-hmm.
But team fights, as we see, I mean, are quite winnable, especially if Living keeps catching them off guard.
Oh, Iglos might find Zephyr. He does not.
Oh, I mean, he was trying to find because he went on the bush, but I think he did not see him like for a second. See, this game is looking really close still.
Yeah, I think comp wise though, Eversio should have the upper hand here. Well, it's not that clear cut to be honest, but yeah, no, both sides don't have a real tank. I guess kind of Gragas and Camille do similar things, but yeah, it's quite interesting to be honest. I like how Drakur has been playing his Syndra in comparison to how Zephyr is playing Mel. I think that has some factor to it. Iconic being down 2 kills here, but he has 2 items and stuff.
Let's see. Okay,
Oh,
nice pick, forcing the ult from Melia, so now it's easier for Varus ult and Nico ult as well. But you cannot forget that Sivir almost has 2 items and is still scaling.
there's the Varus ult.
But
Zin
obviously damage
ults away.
neglected by the ultimate.
Iglos finds the flank. A great big ult there by Living gets flashed on.
Ooh.
Living does go down, but so does Zin.
Oh,
Bomb clean soon to
great pick
follow.
by Syndra.
Oh, that's the Eversio I want to see. Drakur now a bit out of position though, forced to flash himself, but no next picks here. Dragon is secured by Nuclear Vikings, but Eversio do pick up 2 golds and a shutdown. Not too sure which is better, but yeah, I mean Dragon doesn't really give you much. Two kills and a shutdown is pretty big.
It's looking really good for Eversio here, but Draco needs to be careful from Mel. She still has her ult. But you can see the pillar has great value against her.
Let's go, Brickcomb with the flash there. Knowing his damage numbers on this champion. Now Iglos returns here and Brickun helps finding Shu. A great stun landed by Drakur, negating the phase rush time. Nice little shutdown there for Drakur. Eversio turning this one around. That's how we want to see it. The ideal scenario playing out in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Eversio forcing the flash. Milio gets taken down. Water ends up becoming ashes.
Randy here is just going one by one, forcing flash, then pillaring everyone who he's finding.
You're in
That
his
is a
kingdom
menace.
now.
I see Raccoon and Living are playing well, keeping them in the game here.
I completely
This
agree
attack
with
can
you.
will help even Camille, because obviously Camille Q damage case with her level.
Oh man, there is the smite. So nice. We continue getting ahead here. We're gonna take a bunch of XP. Gonna take this tower as well. A lot of flat stats as well. ADAP or across the board. Getting these resets off. Finishing those items here. We see Syndra wanting her Rabadons or Shadow Flame. I'm not sure what she's getting there. Varus is probably a little bit more gold off his. I imagine it will be Sherilda's being picked up on this Lethality Varus. Poke Varus here.
Let's see. Malik has her second item, like nuclear boat. All of the carries, apart from support, have 2 items. Eversio as well. Camille probably will have the Hydra soon.
He's just staying on board. He only has 500 gold on him. I just checked. So he's quite far away from finishing that. Doesn't need to recall at the moment. Birkun though with a 400 gold shutdown on his head. Damn. Bit tough to see
Yeah,
a
he's going to get.
frontliner with that.
Yeah, he's going spirit, so he'll be harder to kill as well now. And Syndra will soon probably have the death cap as well. Big power spikes coming in from Eversio soon. But Nuclear can easily stall this game out with Sivir and Mel, so Eversio still need to try and continue finding picks. So it will be harder for them to finish off this game.
Oh yeah, I did not think about that at all. But yeah, Sivir and Mel seem like such a menace combination to siege against. They can clear the wave. Even Gragas, to be honest, is also a bit annoying.
Yeah,
But
but
unless
as we
they
see,
find
Camille now has Hydra, so it should be easier for her to find the Gragas.
lovable llama in the chat. Indeed, it is the third item finished here on Varus. It will be a big power spike here in these team fights. As Sivir still on her second item.
But honestly, she just will perma clear the wave, so even though she has 2 items and is like 1 item behind Varus, she just catch the waves as soon as they come in. Because I probably Eversio are trying to play until Dracula and Brecon finish their third item and force either the dragon or the baron here. And as we said, Dracula just finished his item. But a pause.
Oh no, we have some pauses here. Thank you, lovable lava, for the kind words. Uh, we have Grantless today with us casting. Hope you enjoy his very knowledgeable casting efforts. Let's see this pause how long it goes. I'm not too sure if I should be swapping out, but let's go back maybe to the draft or something. There we go. Hello, it's me again. Alright, so I went to facecam until this gets sorted already. Guess the flag.
See.
What flag am I supposed to be guessing? Oh my, game 3. This series
Game
does
3
not
pause.
want to end.
What hostages? I mean, at this stage of the game, uh, Varus and Syndra have 3 items, and they're probably going to look for a dragon fight. I think it will favor Eversio because of their power spikes, so this could make or break the game here.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, no? Yeah, but if maybe they catch, if nuclear Vikings catch Birkum, such a big shutdown on him, and if Sivir Armel gets it, could be a bit catastrophic. I hope not, but it's a possibility we might face and see. See. No, I think it's called Flagel. Alright, I have no idea what you're talking about, Lovable Lava. Oy, oy, oy.
I think it's just a game like guess like LOL did. Probably just a similar game but for flags.
Ah. While we wait for the pause, oh. Why don't we sing
Yeah.
Kumbaya, guys, together? A fun song. Kumbaya. My lord, Kumbaya. Someone's pausing, my lord. Oh, yeah. Mela. Thank you, Mick. Yes, Kumbaya indeed. 3 minutes down the line on this pause. Our attention spans can't take it. We are the shorts enjoying part of society now. We cannot last during this pause.
Let's see. Yeah.
2 dragons apiece. Gold wise, it is a 3k gold lead for Eversio. I don't know if I should be or can be talking about the game. Oh no. Green apple. Aye. Oh man. I have yet to eat today. Give me food.
I mean, if Eversio win, at least you have like a celebratory dinner,
Yes. If they win, I'm ordering everything. Everything with a side of everything, please. No. I don't know about you. Sometimes I get randomly addicted to like some food I've never had before. Recently, it's been corn dogs. I'm just eating corn dogs left, right, and center. Yep. I need to stop doing it.
I haven't, I think, eaten a corn dog yet, but I think it's full of oil, right?
They are fried, yeah. I mean, it's a sausage covered in cheese, and then covered in batter, and then deep fried. I mean, really hard to not to not like that. But yeah, there are some offers right now, and I can get like 3 corn dogs for 12 euros, and they're really big, So, man, today is day 2 without corn dogs. Feels good, but it also feels bad. Same as like as long as it's not Hermanos, man. How far have the mighty fallen? What burger place same do you recommend?
For me, last time I ate from Burgers Inc. Once it was, haven't taken Burgers Inc. for a lot of time, and it was good, honestly. But I think the best is Ricky Junior's, the smash burgers. For me.
There we go. So we're giving them a free ad. I'm actually lucky enough to live like 1 street away. I can walk it to there. I should, to be honest, one day I should go there in person and be like, hello, can I have some mac and cheese, please? Bubba's chicken burger, same. Same. You and the Grantless both recommended 2 places that I have a small problem with their burgers. The bun is sweet, and I know some people like that, but for me it's such a big turn off. Like if I'm eating something savory, I don't want anything sweet at all. But yeah, I like Baba's. Yes, Milos.
Baba's is good as well.
I like their chicken. Yeah, their chicken is pretty good. Skill issue, I think. Sure. Some people don't like Ricky Junior's apparently. I mean, it's good, but for me it's the bun being sweet. I'm not a fan. Alright, we might be getting into the game. I see the pause getting timed out here. I'm gonna switch as soon as it starts. Keep in mind, guys, don't panic. But because there was a pause, it will pause automatically. So yeah, so we might get us a brief little pause again, but yeah, let's see. The game is continued.
That was a good shout as well.
Yeah, especially for a late night.
Let's focus on the game now.
Yeah, Burger King is not bad too. A nice little barbecue taste.
Varus is poking the Sivir here a bit. They're going for their mid prio. We'll see how Nuclear respond to this.
Oh, this looks really good for Eversio though. Look at Igloss,
Yes,
look at
very
Igloss.
Great position.
Oh, living with a huge ult. Let's go, Igloss is in there. Living is on the back line. Oh, Gragas is just behind them. Damn, Igloss is fallen. Kodak and Drakor. What's going on? No, the shutdown. That's exactly what I was scared of. Brickon shut down.
That's why I would prefer the Sterax here for Camille. If we're going to fight like this, I think it would create a lot of space as well for the carries to poke and just hit their abilities. But honestly, Living got a great ultimate there. I don't know, honestly, how nobody died.
It had to be a matter of focus. Maybe some people going in the back line, some people focusing more the front line. It's a bit of a shame. This does swing the game back. Sometimes, you know, pauses like this, that's the problem with them. They kind of, how you say, they reset your mental, good or bad, you know. For some people it works, but for some people, if you lose that edge, it could lead to a fight like this.
It honestly also kills the momentum. I mean, but they're in a great position, but Gragas gets a great E flash there.
Another huge ult by Living, but Iconic is down. Drakor is trying to help. Oh man.
I think this should be worth it though, because they're still low and they can do the balance, so at least this forces the Gragas flash.
Yeah, we get them off Baron at least. I cannot watch though, that is crazy. I want to cry, man.
Gotta give props to them, they managed to find 2 fights back to back.
Oh yeah.
But at least things still looking good for Eversio, yeah.
Yeah, it's still looking
just
alright.
need to calm down their nerves, I think, in team fights and just play it a bit slower there, because after Nico engaged, Camille went in, but the others were not on the same page, I think.
Yeah, the Nuclear Vikings are also on Soul Point at the moment. Let's keep that in mind. This next dragon is gonna be a pretty big objective. It's either that or Baron. Both teams will be likely playing for it. I mean, the items are there. So, you know, Eversio can push that lead at least. They still have... Oh, no, never mind. I take it back. Nuclear Vikings complete their items as well, so... There we go. Mel has 3. Sivir has 3 as well. But, yeah, Drakor and Iconic... both almost on their 4th item. So that could be the next play.
Let's see. They have to continue playing... Eversio needs to continue playing in Nuclear Jungle and just hoping that they get a pick like this one. Oh, but fantastic. Okay. Okay, at least that went well.
Big play there. Catching Zephyr off guard here. He seems to be caught a lot of times in this game. Nice little play here by Eversio. Come on, that's the break we needed. Finding their jungler, finding their mid. Can we take Baron off of this? Let's see.
Iglo still has Camille out here. So should... Gragas, I think, is dead now as well.
Yep. Gragas so good at deflecting that Camille ult, but we do have the damage to finish him off. Hashtag Everwin, that's right, Red Road Rebel. You let them know, hashtag Everwin indeed.
I think this should be better for Eversio.
Yes, we have smite this time round, no excuses. We smite on 200 health, but we get it none the same.
Great play there. Like as I said before, they need to continue playing in their jungle and catching those flashes carries with the pillar. Following it up.
I like how Mick, out of all people, it's the owner of the organization that's like, oh, before they get Baron stolen again. No man, no. We need to support our team a bit better, Mick. We need to be calm and demure. Birkoon's got this.
Now I think Eversio will play 1-4, but Igos has to be a bit careful because his team is still behind. That's just a free Baron.
That's a dead coming. Huge, huge damage coming out from Iconic.
I think Igos should have waited a bit more there for his team to reset and catch mid with him.
Yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity now.
But Syndra at least went bot here, so they continue push because obviously Sivir can just clear the waves easily. Will they open tier 2 bot lane here? I think they can, but Draco needs to be careful. Now they should try and set up for the Dragon because Nuclear are on soul point and it's the Hextech Drake. That's a quite powerful soul. Dragon is soon up, and obviously we will see a fight here. Hopefully it's looking better for Eversio here. Maybe Living will catch a big man
Oh, a nice big ult there on Bumpling gets shut down just before the fight starts. Josh Kang soon to follow. He's very low. Living finds a great ult on the back line. And we see Iglos also finishing Gragas there by the side. Iconic now fighting on Josh Kang. Zephyr is the next to fall. That pillar is such a big ability there from Birkoon. Shu falls as well. Gragas is down. And all we trade is Living for 4 members of Nuclear Vikings. Do we take the inhib? Do we finish the game? Let's see how it goes. Eversio looking very, very strong. That's what we want to see.
They can be able to finish the game if they tank for the minions here. They have Trundle, Camille. The towers are like paper. But honestly, shout out to Living with every time he's picking every person there.
And that was great.
Him and I think Brickcone honestly just stayed in their jungle and always pick someone out of position.
Wow, guys, what did we just see there? A great turnaround by Eversio, securing their win. And now that's what we wanted to see, so we get another chance. One more best of 3. If we win that too, we're staying in Division 1. Eversio,
Great game
it's
by
been
Eversio
so
there.
long. I'm like so happy. We finally won something worthwhile. And I'm really looking forward for our next matches together. Well played. Thank you, Grantless, for joining me on stream. Do you have any
buff?
I swear, man, you came and as you said, like they started winning right after. You need to watch. I'm gonna get you as a co-caster for every match we have.
And as we said, I mean, Living's Nico proved more than what he showed before. Like it was a MVP for this game for me.
Yeah, he had such beautiful odds there on that Nico pick. Living Dream carrying his team, showing them that he's a great spot on this roster. Also, the Trundle from Birkoon. Wow, this champion came out of nowhere, and he really hit home. Well played to Eversio. Well played to Nuclear Vikings as well. They played decently well and very strong in certain moments. But Eversio managed to find the cracks in their armor and abuse them till the end. I am honestly a bit shocked at how it went. I see even the chat here. A lot of people are still in shock. But yes, you saw it correctly. Eversio did take the win over Nuclear Vikings. 2-1, baby. And yeah, we're here to stay. Why not?
Now we have our last best of 3 on Saturday, right?
I'll have to double check. Yes, it is on Saturday. To my knowledge, it's around 2 p.m. Malta time, 1 p.m. England time. So stay tuned, guys. Guys, it should get... Sorry. I correct myself. 4 p.m. local time and 3 p.m. England time. Okay? So, yeah, stay tuned. It will be on this channel as well if you are enjoying the casting and the games. Please do join us. It's always nice to have viewers and have an active chat. Why not? From myself, guys, it's been a long series. I hope you enjoyed all the streaming. Catch you guys later and good night. Grantless, thank you very much. Couldn't have done it without you, honestly. Would you like to say good night as well, maybe, Manash?
Good night to everyone, and let's win on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Let's win indeed. #EverWin. Don't forget it.